never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake
What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Leo, and welcome to the Bird Section. Oh, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Shout out to, you know what, man? First time this has happened to me, but I'm so happy he's the first one in the door. Shout out to King TV Sports is in the building. What up, big dog?
What up, though?
What up, though? What up?
Man, I'm living. How are you? How's the family? How's everything? Hope everything's healthy.
Man, so, me and my wife, man, this summer, we just happen to be empty nesters. You know what I'm saying? My youngest is away at camp. You know, he doesn't come home until the middle of next month, and my oldest is in college, so he didn't even come home. He's in summer school. He's staying on campus, so it's just me and her. You know what I'm saying? We've been having a ball. You know what I'm saying?
I bet.
Let me get to some of these folks that's in here. Little G Griffith is in the building. Andrew Tagar's in the building. Imani Bentley is in the building. Jay Harris, Art McQueen. Hey, everybody. Hey, Dr. Jen. Hey, everybody. Listen, to all my channel members, the link to get up in here is on the community tab. I just put up there maybe 2 minutes ago or whatever. So if you want to hop on in here, man, bring it. Come on. We got shit to talk about today, y'all. Right, DV?
Of course.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I was already live and everything, so yeah.
Oh, you did your live?
Yeah, I'm already warmed up.
Yeah. and listen, real quick to all my people that's watching everything, on your way in here, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and if you're inclined, do become a channel member. You get a carton's worth of content for the price of a Lucy. I made the mistake of not including your link in here, DV. I normally put it in the description. You know what I'm saying? But take your asses on over to King DV Sports too. Make sure you like and subscribe on his channel too. Y'all know that's the algorithm, and we got to get that shit going. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's our tip jar, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Now, DV, 18 more days till training camp. You know what I'm saying? Oh, real quick. I know I put a quick video out, but still, happy belated birthday to the Philadelphia Eagles. Happy belated 93rd birthday to the Philadelphia Eagles. That was on last Wednesday.
Team.
Yeah. So I just want to give a shout out to the Birds. You know what I'm saying? And coming to the stage is my man Eagles. Drew is in the building. Oh,
what's happening? What's up, Leo? What's happening, King?
What up?
What's up, chat? What's going on?
Excluded Trash is in the building. Jimbo Sean Smith is in the building.
Sir.
What it do, y'all? This is Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Tiffany?
Logan Motorsports is in the building. What up, Logan?
What's up, Logan?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like I said, as y'all come in, go to these channels, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Drew, I told King DV the same thing. I forgot to add the channel.
Don't trip,
to add
brother.
the thing.
It's all good, brother.
But
we just parlaying right now.
And Theo, what up, big dog? Would love to join tonight, but one of my boys is turning 21, so I got to be a good friend. Oh, you gonna be the DD?
Man,
thank you.
That's the drive.
Thank you, dog.
Yeah, be careful out there, bro.
Thank you for being the DD. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. You know what I mean?
21 is a turn up. Be careful, Theo.
Yeah, he's taking one for the team, being the DD. You know what I'm saying? So, but look, also, if you look in the description, everybody, you will see the link to the TheBirdSection Discord. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go get on that. Go get, I've had a number of channel members who've been on my case about it. I want to say it was either, I think Dr. Jen or Tiffany. Somebody didn't tell me I need to be on Discord. So I took your advice and I got on Discord. You know what I'm saying? Because, like there's a way in which I have to do things. So now, like when I go live and everything like that on Discord, it shows up and tells everybody that I'm live. So, you know what I'm saying? Go check out the Discord. Make sure y'all get on that real quick because I'm gonna be doing cross-platform type of media. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the bird section, just to get the expand the fingerprint and everything like that. So I've been making moves, y'all. Hey, DP, you like my intro? You like my intro song?
Intro is fire, Nick.
I got to get with the programmer and redo mine for the year, but yeah, that gave me motivation.
Did it?
Yeah, they gave me some motivation.
I like
Hold on.
If you wanna play tough, I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love.
Okay, that's it. So
Hey, I like it.
I ain't gonna bore y'all with that.
They give me the Eminem vibe. Marshall Mathers.
Shardy McFroggy, yeah. Thanks, Morgan. Give me some time, Tiffany. You know what I'm saying? Shardy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going like I'm still new to it, so I'm getting it. I'm trying to work some things. You know what I'm saying? But I'll get there, y'all. Just give me some time to get more comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying?
And you could simulcast right now. You could do you on both Discord and YouTube right now.
Yeah, well, yes, on my Discord, it so when I logged into my YouTube, when I created the stream, you know what I'm saying? My Discord got a message. All right, here's the real secret sauce. So here's how I've been doing things, right? So I have a number of AI platforms that I use to get work done and everything, right? And so what I did was in my Zapier, that's the one that does it. I created a Zap, an event that whenever I go live on StreamYard, it triggers an event on Zapier that lets StreamYard know, that lets Discord know that I'm live right now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But it also, because I use that stuff just for everything. Listen, y'all, just a bit of advice, especially as I see how business is going and the way the world is moving and stuff like that. If you have not incorporated AI in some sort of aspect to how you do things on a day-to-day, you are wrong. Okay, get off that whole Terminator, John Connor shit.
Yeah. Like, come on, that's that conspiracy theory.
Yeah, start taking those. Take an AI class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like you see, look, y'all see a shit Momo doing with.
Yeah, man. You saw he literally threw me in the trash, man.
TV, you see that shit?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He picked Drew up
me in the trash,
tossed his ass in the trash.
Literally trashed me.
Yeah.
Momo. Hey, but what's crazy? Some people, like you said, some people are pushing back on it, man. Somebody we know, not gonna put his name out there, really got mad about the AI stuff and was like, man, don't almost was threatening to do a cease and desist. I was like, is that serious? Like, yo,
come on, Mark.
Chill. Yeah.
Hey, you know me, Drew. I put an address on shit.
Fuck I don't want to give him no fuel, man. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, bro. Chill out, man.
Listen, that hey, it is what do you say? It is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah,
you're right, man. That AI is. Hey, you know what? Gate City Sports. He did a video a day or two ago talking about that and the evolution of it. Mm-hmm. It was very, very good. Go back and listen to it. Everybody go check it out if you haven't. I love the perspective he was given about, AI is now, and he was giving some pros and cons and, how we move forward with it. I thought it was very enlightening. You know what I mean? Very enlightening.
Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, man, It's how I get my business. It's how I get my business done. You know what I'm saying? On so much shit. Because you know what it does for me, DV. If you're not using it, I think you should too. But you know what it does for me? It takes the blah 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 out of shit. Yeah. I ain't gotta deal with the blah 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 blah. I can, my shit will be inside my meetings and everything, taking notes and everything. And then it'll tell me what like where are the actionable items and the things that I do every morning at 6:30. I have a briefing waiting for me. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can get it. Shout out to Lamont Askew 1980 is in the building. Western Maryland Steve is in the building. What up, dog? You know what I'm saying?
Metal Mike, what's going on?
Metal Mike, what's good? Long time no see. I have grave news. Whoa, what's the matter, dog?
Whoa, what's happening?
What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Clue us in, dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Western Maryland Steve. Y'all prayers up for him, man. Whatever it is. We don't know what's going on, but I might as well get the prayer warriors going on it now. Yo. All right, so Shardy, hold on, Shardy, because he's actually going to be here tonight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I did see Rob A on the
Bruh.
DV, did you see that shit, dog?
No, I didn't see that one.
You know what? He's going to be here tonight.
Yeah, let him
get here before we go into that.
Wait, I know, but I'm piggybacking off of what you said about Western Maryland, and really prayers up to him, man. Like he's struggling with.
Oh wow!
You see that?
No, I didn't see it.
So yeah, prayers up to him.
Struggling with suicide. I almost ended my life after having a mental breakdown.
Wow. Hey, Western Maryland. I don't know if you know, bro. I'm a medical professional, right? And I want to encourage you, if you haven't already, take the steps to getting help. Okay, I want to let you know there's help out there for you. You're not alone. Whatever you're going through, you don't have to face it alone. If you need any resources in your area, please reach out to me, brother. Please, email me or Leo. If you know somebody in the chat that knows me, get my number, and I will do my best to try and help get you resources. Mental health is real. Yep. Depression and anxiety is real. It's not a demon. It's an actual diagnosis. It's an actual illness that people wrestle with and struggle with every day. And I want to let you know that we are praying for you. You don't have to go through this alone, brother. There's support groups out there that will hold you up, and we're here to hold you up, brother. We love you. We want nothing but the best for you. You think it's the end. It's not. It's not, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. I heard a minister preach one time, and it really encouraged me. I don't know if anybody remembers remember those hard plastic super balls? Real hard plastic. Because I'm an old head. Like we used to have these really hard plastic balls, and they called them super balls, right? And here's the thing: the harder you hit that ball on the ground, the higher it goes up. So Western Maryland Steve or anybody, I want to let you know, in life, when you hit that ground, the trajectory is only up for you. It's only up.
You see that, Drew?
Okay.
You see that?
Great from work and social media. My family helped me through. Thank you, Western Maryland. Great, praise God, brother.
You already on it, dog.
We here for you, man. Look, we need you around here. Your family needs you, bro. Okay.
I've become all too familiar when it comes to suicide, given, I've had a number of friends attempt suicide and be successful, so I could tell you, being on the other side of that, as far as like being one of the ones that was left behind, you know what I'm saying? You that's the part that you don't get to see.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a real impact with the abrupt, you know what I'm saying, departure of your physical being here.
Yes.
And that part right there, you know what I'm saying, that's the part that most folks, you know, especially my friends, didn't get a chance to really get exposed to and understand. You know what I'm saying? I echo the same sentiments as Drew. You know what I'm saying? You know, dude. You know, and DV. You know, there is help. Hey, you know what? Talking about it like this, and of course, I know your
Absolutely.
church is got you covered too. So again,
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? It's about just making sure that you have all the, you know, what assets and resources you have available to you.
Yes.
And here's the thing too. There's a very real possibility that the reason why you're going through this is because you're probably meant to be here to help somebody else. And you got to go
Absolutely.
through this in order to have a level of credibility. Whoever this person is that you're supposed to be helping hasn't revealed themselves to you because you got to go through this journey yourself. You know what I'm saying? You actually, the reason why you're going through this is because of that. You know what I'm saying? And whoever it is that you're supposed to be here for to help out or whatever, they're the only way that they're going to believe you if you work through this, because it's a constant. This ain't no like seasonal thing or whatever. This is something that you got to learn to live with, not suffer with, but live with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the best thing. That's the way you do it. You just live however you can. But the thing is that you live. You know.
Yeah.
Now, you know, Drew, before you came in here, you know what I'm saying? I was asking King DV, like, yo, 18 more days.
Yeah, brother.
18 more days.
It's upon us, man. It's upon us. I'm excited about it. You know, I think
Word. Same thing with Logan, man. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah,
all right, no problem,
absolutely.
Lamont.
Yes, sir.
Same
Yes,
thing.
sir.
Same thing,
Yeah.
Logan. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
We got y'all, man. Support is out there.
And listen, just being able to outwardly, you know, say it is big in of itself.
Yes.
You know how many people struggle in silence with this?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like men, period. The things
Especially men.
You know, yeah, especially men, because the shit that we deal with.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know how many people are out here pretending to be sane?
Oh, yeah. I work with them every day, Leo. I work with them every day.
You know how many people are out here pretending to look normal?
Yeah, man.
You understand what I'm saying? Do you realize, you know, like that's the part that I think sometimes women just don't understand. Like, do you realize how much shit we are dealing with right now?
Yeah.
And they don't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, you know, nothing against women or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, y'all have no idea some of the shit that we got to deal with, the burdens that we're carrying. You know what I'm saying? Our love, the love we receive is conditional. It's based on the condition that we provide something, we do something. You know what I'm saying? Only dogs and children and women get love unconditional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. It's the way of the world. It's the weight that we have to carry. So yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, brother. Just being working in healthcare, you know, I see, you know, sickness, I see death, you know, on a regular, you know, and the thing that helps me, and I'm not trying to be preacher or anything, but God really centers me. You know what I mean? My relationship with Christ, it centers me, because there's times when, you know, I see stuff and I'll say, like, man, that's crazy. That's not fair. Like, why is this happening? Or you hear, you know, patients, you know, ask that question, you know, and it can really do something to you. So you have to, you know, I would just encourage everybody, if you got a church home, man, being involved in that community is very important. You know, God got you, man, because it's not, life is tough, man. Life is hard. You know, we're not going candy coated. It's be tough.
Go ahead, DV.
It's crazy because the reality of everything is, like, you know, I was talking to my wife about it because she asked me before, because this is not the first channel I had. So she was like, so why do you enjoy talking about the Eagles and in sports so much? And I said, because this is an outlet for me. I go to work every day. I deal with family drama. I deal with every type of thing. I have that weighted surface pressure on my back every single day, right? just as an outlet for me to be able to connect with you guys. And yes, we don't know you guys personally, but you all are Eagles family. You know what I'm saying? So when you come on here and you say things like that, yes, we care, because at the end of the day, yes, you are a supporter of all channels and everything like that. But at the same time, nobody want to see nobody go through that, because like Eagles Drew said, he deals with that every single day, and he knows people. Leo, the same thing. He's known people that were successful as completing that mission of suicide. So it's things like that, whereas though that you did the right thing of stepping away and from social media and everything like that, and getting yourself centered, you know, because let's face it, you know, Eagles Drew said that he didn't want to preach and all that, but God meets you at the center.
Yes, sir.
And God will sit up there and let you, hey, stay still and let God. That's what I believe in. I feel like that, you know, you want to tell God a joke, plan your success, because God is not going to allow you. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, yes, you did the right thing for work, but for saying it here, to the point where we can actually have this discussion real quick before we get into the Eagles news and the NFL news. But, you know, you did the right thing, you know, and it makes us relieved that you're sitting up there like, okay, I'm going to tell them, because, you know, I watch them, I support them, and all that. I'm new here still, you know, even though, you know, I'm a part of the family now, but I'm new here. But you're able to tell us and everything like that, which means that you're on the right side of the fence. And, that's all I care about. When I seen that comment, I'm like, yo, like, yeah, we really need to address that.
Yeah, we need to address it. And you know something, folks, I want just, let's take a pause for a second. Like everybody in the chat too, like.
Hold on real quick. Shout out to Linda Kynes with the $5 super chat. She said, sports emulates life itself. It is a complete microcosm. I believe it. Yep.
Amen. Yep. That's right. That's real. Yep. That's real. And I want us to stop for a minute and think, like, you know what I see working in a hospital? That we are so fragile. You know, as human beings, we're very fragile. You know, we think we're tougher than we are, and we are tough. You know, we see guys play on the football field and do some crazy stuff. And you know, Leo, you know, seen stuff in the battlefield, and you know, I had an uncle that came home from he did two tours in Nam, and he was ready to end it, struggling with alcohol. And you know what? He said it was the Lord that really pulled him out of that. You know, and just seeing people, and you'd be like, man, you know, we're fragile. Yeah, like in a moment, you know, it could be me. So, you know, let's thank God. I'm glad that the brother spoke up, and we're here for you, man. This you got a family of support right here, along with your regular family, man. So anybody ever feel like that, please don't hesitate to reach out. Please, even if we not live, man, reach out. Please, reach out.
Logan said, before I go from this earth, I want to see our Eagles with 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, hey. Logan,
you know what? The way this shit looking, it might be. You know what I'm saying? Hey, DV, I said a long time ago, I said that I think that with the way things are set up and everything like that, by the time Jalen Hurts hangs it up, we might fuck around and end up tying or could surpass the Cowboys in Super Bowl wins. What do you think?
I can see that. Here's the thing, though, right? Because there's all the talk about him being extended and everything like that. I can see it. All I'm saying is we gotta stay the course, and I feel like that, you know, with this offensive coordinator. With the offensive coordinator, with Jalen Hurts' mindset of trying to conquer the.
Is it me?
I think he froze.
No, it's me.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's
me.
Yeah, I'm good.
DV.
I'm good, but no, it's just that I feel like that Jalen Hurts just had to stay a course and also make sure that his number one guy, Devontae Smith, get paid as the number one wide receiver. I feel like that we could go as far as that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, Shardy said Nick choked 2 seasons away. I don't know now. I don't know if I entirely agree with that, Shardy, only because we're now, a few years removed from the collapse and everything like that. And we found out that somebody on the team was actively trying to sabotage shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not entirely sure, what I'm saying, that I actually agree with that all the way. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, what I'm saying, I have to Western Maryland Steve's question. Yes, we have seen the talk about Shador, Dallas and Cleveland talking to each other about getting Shador and everything like that. So it's like, all right, here we go. Of course, but hey, if they do, that'd be smart on their part to go get them. You gotta start. You got to get Dak's replacement in the building like now.
I think that would be
right.
That would be a great move for them. Like I would be impressed by that. I really would.
I think so too.
Instead of them talking about signing Von Miller.
Oh, but here's the interesting thing, because I was listening to them cats. I saw that with Rob A and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like Shador. They don't like Shador. You know what I'm saying? They don't like they and I'm gonna tell you what it is, because I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is, because he's a kid that comes from privilege. You know what I'm saying? And it's off-putting for them. You see what I'm saying? It is very off-putting. They don't know what to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's Shador, or is it what he potentially could represent in replacing Dak? Because I would say,
because it was Jesse too. Like I was listening to how Jesse and them talk too.
Jesse,
you know what I'm saying? They don't like.
He's a classic Cowboys fan.
Yeah, well, I don't know what he is, but he's not that big of an expert on his own team. He only has like 2-3 word sentences that don't say much about. Can't tell you anything except for he's mad, but he can't really. If you ever actually heard him go into detail about what's going on with his team?
Never.
No. You know what I'm saying? He's just a quieter version of Momo. Now I'll give it to Momo.
Basically.
I've noticed Momo's been, doing his research and everything. But
yeah, he's trying to turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, I see that. You know what I'm saying? Tossing your ass in the garbage and shit. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we definitely need a better Giants representative somewhere in the fold. You know what I'm saying? Just someone who can go into a much more, detailed, oriented type of background on what's going on with them, other than we in the weeds. Shut up. Talk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
There's a couple guys I'm gonna reach out to, man. I'm gonna reach out to a couple guys to see if they're available. I'm gonna reach out to Gate City too, see if he can come through, man. I would love to spend some time with Gate.
Mm-hmm. Now, again, everybody, as you come in, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? If you're inclined, become a channel member. You get the cartons worth of content for the price of a Lucy. Head on over to Eagles Drew's channel, King DV Sports channel. Make sure you like and subscribe there too. Become channel members. You know what it is. Again, this is our tip jar and everything like that. So we got to make this stuff happen now. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all, I don't know if is it me, or does it seem like the narrative around the Philadelphia Eagles is starting to evolve a bit, you know what I'm saying, with how they talk about our team and our quarterback and everything. You know what I'm saying? Have you guys noticed it, DV?
But but which way are you saying that it's like evolving? In a negative way or a positive way? Narrative.
It's in a. It seems like all right. I'm talking about like going from. Our season was a terrible season last year, and Jalen Hurts is horrible, and our team is horrible, and Saquon is on the down, is on the downslope, and the defense isn't really all that and everything. So now we're the number 2 ranked offense on ESPN. You know, Saquon's ranked number the third best running back in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all like all this, all this strife, you know what I'm saying? Is it me or have you noticed that too?
So here's the thing, right? That's why I'm just coming off my live because I was waiting to see when you was going to get out the StreamYard link for me to, add on here. But I was on live earlier and I was like, is the Eagles a super team? Because certain people on Twitter and certain like credible guys on Twitter was basically saying that we were a super team. And I'm like, why, how we are a super team? And y'all got us listed certain ways to the point where now, if you think about it, Dallas Goedert is not even in the top 10. You got Q and Coop. They in the top 10, but I feel like but I think that Q should be higher, just like I think that Coop should be higher.
How you doing, Drew?
Go ahead, King.
What up, Art? What's good, man?
No,
Leo, King DV, Drew, how y'all doing, man?
Good.
What
good.
up?
Go ahead, DV. Go ahead, DV.
But no, it's more so that when they talk about a super team and everything like that, I think the narrative that we were talking about, Leo, I think that is surrounding Jalen Hurts, because I feel like Jalen Hurts is in a situation like he was his whole career so far. He's damn if he do, is damn if he don't. If he sit up there and win, if he sit up there and win, then it's like, oh, it was the team. But if he sit up there and lose, how do you lose with a team like that? So now they're basically building it up that way. Think about it like this.
Leo, remember that's what I was telling you? They're building this shit up, man.
Yeah, hold on, Art. Let him finish.
Yeah, let him finish his thought.
But Jalen Carter is right behind who? Jeffrey Simmons, who they said that resetted the whole goddamn market for offensive tackle. So now that's the narrative. It's a whole narrative scheme of things and all that. So to the point where now it all trickles back to Jalen Hurts, because it's not even just the Philadelphia Eagles anymore. Because I thought they would say it just on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's this young man and Jalen Hurts, his whole legacy is more so, you got this, people, you got this, you got that. You can't really throw, you can't do that. And that was on my live stream. He was going at it with people.
2.0.
He a troll too.
But at the end of the day, I feel like that we're not a super team. We got a lot to work on, but at the same time, I feel like that, we still a team to beat. We're still a team to beat. It's just that we got a lot to work on. Now, if I say, I can't sit up there and confidently say that, hey, we're a Super Bowl team, but I know that, when this thing get together, this engine start moving, it's going to be tough to beat us, especially at the link.
Yep.
It's going to be tough.
This is why I say we're not a super team, because I remember during the Super Bowl run in the playoffs, everybody remember team, guys were voting against us. They're not going to beat Green Bay. They're not going to beat the Rams. Washington, they beat Detroit. Here they come. They're going to upset the Eagles. Nobody said anything about super team until we beat the brakes off of Kansas City. Then it was the narrative change. Oh, they're a super team. They're a super team. They got Saquon. Like, whoa. No. Don't bring that energy now that, you see who we are and what we bring to the table. So, no, we're not a super team. And I think it's like King DB was saying, is they're trying to set Jalen up for the okie doke.
Yeah.
So if something does go wrong, they can add to the narrative. Oh, look, see, he had a super team and couldn't get it done. You know what I'm saying? Can't get it done with this guy. Can't
give themselves the plausible deniability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is very disingenuous. But I think Jalen knows the deal, and I think that the team is focused right now on keeping the main thing. That's never changed. We had some background noise. You had somebody, distraction, but the main thing is the main thing, and I think that's the focus with the team, and I think that's even going to be solidified even more.
Go ahead, Art. You were saying something.
Nah.
I pretty much already said exactly what King DV said. I think it was last week or whenever it was. They're kind of just setting it up. You know what I mean? They're swinging it for themselves to no matter how it turns out at the end of the year, that Jalen's not going to get any credit. Because remember, they're trying to set it up to get Jalen out of here. Because they're talking about this is a prove it year for Hurts, and I'm trying to find out where they're getting that even from.
But prove what?
That's what I'm saying. Where are you getting that from? Because proving, what are we proving here?
Yeah, I mean, all I needed to know was, can you win a Super Bowl? Yep. How does he play in the big game? Great.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the first Super Bowl he went to, there was only one blemish on that stat line. That was the fumble. But other than that, statistically, he had a better game than Patrick Mahomes, and this team won the game.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Statistically, and, you know, when you put Jalen Hurts against Patrick Mahomes, they've met each other 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And Jalen's won 2 out of the 3, but he statistically played better in all 3 than Patrick Mahomes. So what are we talking about? He's beaten Josh Allen. He's beaten Lamar Jackson. He's beaten Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that you know what I'm saying? What is it that he has to prove what? That he can win against those guys? What? He has to prove that he can throw for 6,000 yards like that? You know what I'm saying? Is that what y'all want? Y'all want stats? He needs to prove that he can get more, he can stat pads real good. You know, like, what is it that he needs? What is it about this being a prove it year for him, but everybody else is, you know what I'm saying? Why isn't this a prove it year for Justin Herbert? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't this a prove it year for Josh or Lamar? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't this a prove like what does he have to prove? You know,
what does he have to prove?
And if you're telling me that I have to take away the winning, you know what I'm saying, to prove a point, then no. I'm not. No.
Leo, take away the scoreboard, take away the winning, and Jalen Hurts sucks.
I thought that was very hilarious when it was the last year that Micah Parsons was with the Cowboys, and he was like, if you take away the scoreboard, we was the better team. I'm like, what you mean take away the score? I thought
that's fucking loser.
What?
He was drunk.
I thought the score was the only thing. And then on top of that, if you want to say why these other quarterbacks don't get the same judgment and all that, because they glorify those quarterbacks to the point where it's like if they win, it's like, all right, they're supposed to win. It's like they glorify Brock Purdy. I was saying it on my channel that, okay, well, you know, Brock Purdy, because they you know, the whole narrative is in 2024, the defense showed up for the Eagles, and we got a couple turnovers on Patrick Mahomes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But Brock Purdy went to the Super Bowl, and he wasn't even able to move the change. He wasn't able to do anything. And he had a top running back that year in CMC. So you can't sit up there and try to fault Jalen Hurts to the point where like Jalen Hurts did what he needed to do. Jalen Hurts sat up there and utilized his legs. He sat up there and threw the ball when he needed to. They shut down Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley didn't have no say-so in that whole offensive scheme. Regardless of where the defense lined us up at, it still takes the quarterback to manifest a scoring drive and all that. And this is why he won Super Bowl MVP. Now, here's the thing, right? When it comes to Jalen Hurts' bar will always be set higher than anybody else because they're not glorifying him the way they glorify. He came in the league and they said that Tua was going to get to a Super Bowl before him. They sat up there and said that he can't get to a Super Bowl. He can't get to a Super Bowl without being a pocket passer and all that. He's been to 2.
Two. Yeah,
once again, and that takes me right back to square one again. What is it that he has to prove? Right? Mm-hmm. We're right back where we're right back where we started at with what is it that does he have to prove? What do y'all need to see from him? You know what I'm saying? And that's the $1 million question in terms of how I see things. Like, what exactly are we doing here? You know,
I'm excited to see the next evolution of Jalen. I think that's what we're on the verge of seeing is his evolution as a quarterback. Because, and you guys help me out, when a quarterback comes into the league, typically it takes him 3, maybe 4 years to develop into like the quarterback that he's supposed to be, right? And that's if he has a head coach consistently and an offensive coordinator on a consistent basis, right? So you take like, like Dak, for instance. Dak has had his early years, he had the same head coach, the same OC on a consistent basis. Jalen, who really became the starter his second year, hasn't had a consistent offensive coordinator, hasn't had an offensive a quarterback coach. He hasn't had that consistent
ear in voice in his ear.
him. So now, and he's still being able to thrive, which is incredible, right? So now we're hoping to see the transition, the evolution of Jalen. As now we hope, that Mannion will be there for a couple of years. We know Nick is there. Nick is going to be,
stability,
the CEO exec, and just gather the team together. Where Mannion's going to run the offense. So and like we talked about it earlier, Jalen really has like 3 offensive coordinators that are surrounding him.
Yeah,
he really has like 3, which is amazing, right?
That's just a think tank.
So now it is. Now we get to see Jalen, and with players like Linda said that they're not trying to get all in the videos. They want to be, they want to be a team player, and the drive and the goal is to win Super Bowls. That's the bar for the Philadelphia Eagles, guys. And that's why people, they don't like it when I say we're the gold standard in the division, because we are. You know why? Because we're looking at the Super Bowl. We're not looking at anything else. It's like Super Bowl.
That's the problem. That's everyone's problem with us. That's everyone's problem with us. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. It's the problem that they wish they had. You know what I'm saying? Because and here's the perfect example. You got Marcus Blackman in here, right? And all he can do is talk to you. All he can do is scream about somebody that's no longer here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he has no other nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody who actually knows, like, who actually has looked at this team and says the things that he says. That's what you come up with. You know what I'm saying? Because there are things that, like, we don't know if we're going to miss him in this offense. We've never seen him in this offense. We don't know what we have. We have absolutely no clue, no idea what we have. But here's a guy coming from a team who was 7-9-1, and all of a sudden now he's so smart and he knows so much that he has deemed that we are going to miss AJ Brown, even though we don't even know what this damn offense looks like. You see, there's a cognitive dissonance here that you can't reason with. You know what I'm saying? And it's what makes us, roll our eyes and huff and puff, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? You're just throwing shit out there with no real rhyme or reason to it all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rob Hay, who's on the stage.
Hay in the building.
What's going on, Rob? What's
going on, man? What's going
on? The legendary.
Hit the like button, because Rob here now, y'all.
Yeah, please. Come on now.
No, but look, to your point, Leo, it's more so like, with AJ Brown. Like, we all on this panel can agree that AJ Brown is a great talent, but when he becomes a dark cloud in the locker room and it becomes a hinder to our success as the Eagles, think about it. Like, Jalen Hurts in their offense dealing with not only an incompetent offensive coordinator, but then the offensive line is banged up. Then you got a wide receiver that is playing lazy, basically, to say the least. Now you're sitting up there dealing with that, and we still go 11-6. You know what I'm saying? In the season, I'm not talking about the success of the players, because we was one and done. But when you take that out of the room, and now you got rookies like Makai Lemon, and for your information, Marcus Blackman, Makai Lemon is not a AJ Brown replacement.
Not at
You
all.
can't replace AJ Brown's talent. What you
can't.
can do is make sure that that group that's surrounding Devontae Smith is capable of separation and everything like that. Something that in the last couple years that AJ Brown couldn't do. And now I'm calling him AJ Brown now because YouTube told me I couldn't call him what I was calling him. They flagged me, so I can't call him that no more.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, they flagged me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, they can't. I can't say that no more.
Why can't you say that? Well, it's not,
no, because it's a negative like flag against a player and all that.
Really?
Yeah. So with AJ Brown and all that situation, like I said that I'm not on a AJ Brown hate watch no more. I don't really care what that dude do. Tiffany. Listen, Tiffany was on my was it Tiffany? It was somebody that said that AJ Brown gonna get 1,500 yards. I don't give a damn if he get 1,500 yards or anything like that. He needs to be able to win a ring. He needs to be able to be the reason why the Patriots get over that hump. Because what I heard on ESPN was that AJ Brown brings that dynamic that they didn't have when they were in the Super Bowl, because what the Seattle Seahawks did was shut down the Patriots wide receivers. So now it wasn't nobody for Drake made it turn to. But in the past couple seasons, Marcus Blackman, because you brought up AJ Brown, he was horrible in separation. This is why we had to draft.
Yep.
Certain guys. He was horrible in separation.
Hey, King DV, don't pay no attention to Marcus. This fool's a fucking
no.
He's just bullshitting,
understand.
He's just
Understand.
Then his next fucking comeback will be go Knicks.
But right. But say that because I just don't like the fact that, you know, with Jalen Hurts, they say that he can't throw in the tight windows and all that. But like I said, his number one wide receiver at the time couldn't create separation. He could not sit up there but he was just a big receiver, so he was just bullying guys. So it worked. Whereas though now it's more of a finesse wide receiver room. You know, you got Devontae Smith, you got Hollywood Brown, you got Makai Lemon, you got Octavian Wicks. You know, you got other guys in the background, whereas though, and then you got Eli Stowers and can't forget about Dallas Goedert. But you got these receivers that can actually create space or do multiple latitude of things. Whereas though that in a Strongmanian scheme, like I said, like all this is coming from hope with that scheme working. For guys that's coming in, we got two rookies that we're actually asking to be a part of this offense immediately. You know, I'm not saying Makai Lemon is a Devontae Smith. I'm not saying that Makai Lemon can come in and just be dominant. I'm just saying that Makai Lemon, all he needs to work on is having the mismatches and winning them. That's all he needs to work on. Now, that's all I said. You alluded to, and I said this at the beginning of my live too, that we were 18 days away from training camp. I need him to be day one working in training camp, because if that hamstring, I'm a little concerned about the hamstring, and hopefully it was just precaution throughout mini camp and then training camp. If he's a go, then business as usual. But until then, I need everybody hands on deck. Period. You know, he's doing interviews and everything like that. I need him to be able to coexist with QB1.
Yeah. I need him to be able to get through training camp unscathed. You know what I'm saying? But again, sharpened. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? So now the one I've been hearing about a lot, you know what I'm saying, was the person that they said won training camp, and that was Tariq Woolen. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's a big reason why I'm excited about this defense. You know what I'm saying? Going into next season, on top of the fact that he's one of a number of players on our defense who's playing for a bag. You see what I'm saying? And if there's one thing that I've come to notice in my time as a football fan is that when you got a player who's playing for a bag, you know what I'm saying? That year, that's when you're gonna get the best out of them. You know what I'm saying? We learn a lot about these guys when they playing for the bag. This is the year that a large majority of a significant majority of our defense is playing for a bag. You know what I'm saying? Which is a scary recipe. What say you, Rob A?
Yeah, man. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, man. I'm just kind of just cracking up in the chat itself to hear some of the shit that Marcus would be saying, and
I'm reading it. That's funny.
yeah, it
Marcus
cracks
is
me
throwing
up.
shit out there. He's just saying things. He's just screaming things.
Yeah, he's just trolling. He reminds me, like I said, of Billy Madison when he's on the stage after saying his bullshit ass speech. Then the crowd's all quiet, and he's like, "Nib high football rules." That's fucking Marcus with no nicks. That's just this fool's. He's a trip because he's saying all the pressure on Lemon. That poor rookie is gonna have all this pressure. What shit? Nah, dude, that's Caleb Downs. He's the one who's gonna have all the fucking pressure on him because he's the one who's supposed to be their savior. I mean, Lemon's just a piece of the puzzle. He's a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
Where Caleb is the one who's supposed to be the next Ed Reed and shit. And if he don't live up to those expectations, that defense, like I said the other night, just a bunch of Jags, bro. That defense is gonna be garbage.
Yo, all right, so. I intentionally, when we first came on, and DV was the first person in the on the panel, and then Drew came on, and we brought up. It came up about you being on that show last night, dog, in the chat and everything, dog.
Yeah.
And I said, wait a minute, we gotta wait for. I told everybody, I was like, Rob A said he coming in tonight.
Yeah,
I'll wait for him to get here so we can get the first hand account because. Unbeknownst to Drew and DV, y'all and Art, I called him. You know what I'm saying? I called Rob because
Rob? Okay.
I called him yesterday because I watched it. You know what I'm saying? I watched it, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? It was a chore to watch.
They always got to get personal because they ain't got nothing real to say. That's all that is.
And shout out to Linda Conyers with the $5 super chat. She said, Caleb Downs will be exposed when Dallas realizes that only Philly gets 6 sacks with a 4-man front. Dallas is too undisciplined. It's You know what, Linda, that speaks to the massive responsibility and job and rebuild that Christian Parker has to do. And with the tempestuous hearts of the Dallas Cowboy fan base, I'm not sure that they're going to give him a fair chance like they did. They're going to do him like they did Eberflus. And that part is what pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? That's what bothers me about Christian Parker going to the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? It sucks, but it really sucks because he's not going to get a fair shot from that fan base or that organization. They're going to make him the scapegoat. Yeah. I believe 1980 when he said that. They're going to make him the scapegoat, like they're building him up just so they could tear him down. You know what I'm saying? And, what were they, 31 last year or what have you? Somehow or another, they will figure out a way to make it all his fault. And that's even like listening to these Cowboy fans. And that's what 80 was talking about. You know what I'm saying? The last time he was on there. And he said it. He said they're going to make him the scapegoat. And the way I listen to some of these content creators like Lloyd and Game Time and Mark Holmes and them, it's like, fuck, they're doing it in real time. They are literally building him up to be the scapegoat. Because their talk is too glowy. It's too they had no patience for a couple of years. They want this shit like right now. They want to be us right now.
They want instant gratification.
Right now, yeah. Rob, that's what I heard last night when you were talking to them. I was like, they don't even want to work.
No. And they don't understand it's a process, man. And beyond that, they're also thirsty for validation as well, and beyond, putting in the work and everything, they're just thirsty for some fucking validation. They, what it is, they want a seat at the table. playing with the big boys and competing, like being like a legit Super Bowl contender, and they're just not there yet. It's just facts. It ain't hating. It ain't my perception. It's just they have too many holes in their defense.
Yeah.
And their second most a valuable position on offense, I think, in any offense should be the left tackle, and their left tackle's fucking garbage. And there's no talk about that at all, as far as how exposed both of their tackles are. And there's just not enough talk about that, man. And they're going to be in for a fucking reality check. I thought I gave them a little bit of one last night.
You hurt their feelings last night. That's shit.
Or the night before. I think it was the night before, but it was the night before. But it just had to be said because I mean, dude was dropping all these names, and some of the names I didn't even know who was. Like he was such and such and such is me backing up Meseraku and such and such and such, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck these players are, and I watch football. I mean, I follow football. I'm like, and I don't even know who these players are, and he's hyping them up like we got all this dead. It's like they're over there trying to compare it to like us saying Ojomo going in, backing up Carter or Davis, where that's like Ojomo's like a legit third coming in, our rotation at edge as far as with Grenard and Hunt and stuff. Like our rotation's legit. Like we have depth. We're not really missing a beat. And these fools are talking like they have all this depth, and I'm like, those are just Jags, bro. Those are just another guy. That's all they are. They're a bunch of Jags. And they don't see that, dude. All we could do is go up. All we could do is go up. I'm like, no, actually, that's not true because you could stay at 32. I mean, it's a possibility. Like they keep saying, all we could do is no. Actually, you could stay just as bad as you were last year. I mean, you legitimately can just be that bad again. Like you didn't fill enough holes. All these players that they're hyping up that they brought in, dude, like Gary was going to get cut, and they fucking gave a fourth rounder. I'm like, what do you? Yeah.
And or D Winters, you know what I'm saying? Again, we're sitting here because I was sitting there and I'm listening, and you nailed it, Rob. I mean, you were telling them like, yo, Gennard was about to get cut. You know what I'm saying? If D Winters is that good, then why did John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan just let him walk out the door? You know what I'm saying? Like that. And here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? These were legitimate questions that you like. Are you like? It's not like. See, here's the thing. When you start talking like that in their heads, like what they hear is they hear that they can't be optimistic. They hear that nobody wants to, and that's not what we're saying. No one said that. You know what I'm saying?
Leo.
No one said that. You know what I'm saying? What we're saying is that, like once again, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to sell us a bad bill of goods. Like it's not so much that it sounds like you're trying to convince yourself more than you're trying to convince us.
Right.
That's the part. Right. Like we're like everybody who is not a Dallas fan is saying, like with them, this is the worst game of hide and seek ever. It's like, we all sitting here looking at y'all like you're right there by the tree. We see you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you like, and Dallas fans are like, look, no, you can't. No, you can't. You can't see me. They think I see your hat. I can see your hat. Look, it's right behind the tree. See the hat right there, right behind you. We see you. They think that, like they really think that, and they hear attack. And we can't be excited. Why can't we be excited? Because y'all about to set y'all do it every year. Just
and excited is one thing, but now they're fucking talking Super Bowl, bro. Now that's when they broke me with it. I'm like, you know what? Every true fan should be excited about their team, but when you start going to that level of Dak being an MVP and we could be Super Bowl contenders and this and that, and it's like, come on, man. Like, I would prefer a humbled approach by saying, hey, we're getting better. Hopefully we can compete for the East. If we stay healthy and if Parker could, get these guys playing, maybe we have a shot, but who really knows? That ain't what you hear from them, dude. They're like, oh no, our offense. I mean, and they're like straight legit, just like with that. We're in fucking July, and they're over there saying, yeah, our offense is going to for sure be a top 3 offense. Like, how do you know for sure? Like, how do you fucking really know for sure?
Well, it's
I'm sorry, Leo, to cut
Go
you
ahead,
off.
DV. Go ahead.
Huh. Last year, the Quarter Rain Prescott actually set up there and shook. I forgot who hand that was.
I'll see you in the NFC Championship game. Yeah.
So it's not just the fans; it's the players too, sitting up there being delusional. Number one.
Yeah.
Number
Yes,
two.
Thank you.
Right. Number two. I spoke to Dallas Cowboys fans. Some Dallas Cowboys fans don't like that Prescott in that position. They think it's time for a change. It's been a decade. It's been a decade, and he hasn't done anything, right? It's video. It's video footage on YouTube or Google, whatever you want to search up. And he's sitting up there saying his team sucks.
We fucking suck.
It's also video of a number 1 cornerback at the time, and Diggs basically calling him out.
Yeah,
that would never happen to a guy like Jalen. It would never happen to a guy like Jalen Hurts. I digress on that. My whole thing about the Dallas Cowboys is it's going to happen every single year because everybody, like, I every time I spoke to all those guys, all those top Cowboys content creators before, and it's always, it's 0-0 now. Especially in 2022 when we lost the Super Bowl, they're like, 0-0 now. We got a chance. Every single year, y'all have a chance, and every single year, y'all fell. Y'all ops, like, the ops shouldn't even be us. The ops should be Nad. The ops should be the 49ers. Because every time they run into the 49ers, they can't win. They can't beat them.
They can never beat the 49ers.
So I feel you, DV. We're actually
that's
not
real.
the ops. It's the 49ers. Like, we're actually not the ones that. The 49ers should be in this position with the
in 2022, they were supposed to beat us at the NFC Championship.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't. They didn't.
That was a shot.
Like, when we talking about the Cowboys and all that,
That's deep. That's true.
That is, yeah.
They're the spoof team. They're the spoof team. They're that. I'm a nerd, so it's almost like, you playing with Ken and Ryu on Street Fighter, but then the Cowboys is like Dan. You know what I'm saying? They're that spoof character, whereas though that you don't take him seriously. We don't take the Cowboys seriously because we already know that they're not going to make it far. They're not playing it past the second round.
And that's why they talk like they talk, because they know that. They know we think that. That's what bothers them.
No, we don't think that at all.
But see, the thing is,
we don't think they're going to get far. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying they know that we think that about them.
Yeah,
that's what bothers them the most.
Exactly.
They're just not able to truly verbalize it, but that's what they hate about.
That's what Gabe Time was saying yesterday in his live stream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Leo,
you guys are all laughing at us.
Rob A, Eagles, Drew, Art, all y'all, Leo. So you mean to tell me that they get mad at us thinking that they're not going to get past the second round, whereas factual the last 30 years
they get mad at us because we don't take them as seriously as they take us.
Right.
They get mad at us because they know we seriously think they're a joke. And
that's because they're thirsty for validation, bro.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why he said that, yeah.
Yeah, these fools are thirsty for validation.
And that's why, DV, you ever notice how I be telling Drew, you know what I'm saying? And I even said something about you one time. I was like, see, y'all doing that shit. Y'all start talking like that. That's their trigger. That's what be triggering these Dallas Cowboy fans. That's what I'm talking about. That shit right there. They really like it pisses them off so mad because here's the thing, especially coming from you, from Drew and Rob A funky ass. When y'all get in y'all shit and y'all start talking y'all shit, it's your nose is turned like this little corner part of your nose. Yeah. All three of you motherfuckers, y'all have y'all nose turned up like this, and they see that and they hate it because they know that they know that you really are that to you. They know, like you have convinced them that to you they're a joke.
Because facts. Hey, Ken, you know what the comeback is?
Infuriates them.
And you know what the comeback is? And somebody will probably said it or already said it in the chat. 5 is greater than 2.
That's
it's
not
already
the-
been
Right.
said.
No,
That's it.
that's
It's already
always.
been said.
That's always. That's
Yeah,
Marcus
always.
already
Here's the
said it,
problem.
of course.
5 is greater than 2.
Yes,
Right
here's the
before he
always-
said go, Nick.
That's always.
Yeah, but here's
listen,
the problem.
listen. On my
That
live
is
stream,
not
on my
the
live stream,
flex it used to be.
it's not. It's not.
and
It's not.
That's the part.
It's not when the last time they won the Super Bowl, the Super Nintendo was a hot system. Anyway,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep.
anyway,
PlayStation wasn't even out.
it's so crazy, right? Anyway, it's so crazy that you talk about the nose and all that, because I get joked about my nose all the time when I'm coming at Cowboys, Commanders, Giants. I get joked about my nose. I know I got big nostrils. I know I got a little flat nose. I know that, But at the end of the day, your quarterback, your organization hasn't been good since the salary, since the cat room,
Yep.
and the cat hit
The cap
Oh,
was
yeah.
implemented.
Cowboys, because
Right.
now Jerry Jones don't know how to operate to the point where you had to let Micah Parsons go. You had to, because if not, then it's a detriment to your team, and then you don't want to even give the ranks to your son, to the point where, hey, you don't even trust him. It's to the point where we're looking at Jerry Jones as like, yo, and that's not, us as Eagles fans, we want Jerry Jones to live forever. We want him to sit up there and do everything, right? But Jerry Jones, like, you need to you need to like give up the ranks, because you really don't know too much of what you're doing, and you're trying to mimic a new age of things, and you're trying to mimic a good GM like Hobby Roseman, and you don't know how to really do it. Yes, you had good drafts the last couple years. I give you that. But at the same time, you really don't know the make of being a great GM to the point where y'all building within. Y'all don't know that. Y'all selling them a hope and a dream in Arlington to the point where they not really taking football too seriously. Think about it. You just lost 2 of your great defensive players in Micah Parsons and Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
Diggs was great for them. Now y'all got to deal with double move, because he's going to get cooked by Devontae Smith. I'm telling y'all that now, because we already seen it. It's a fact. It's going to happen.
Well, they think that, but let them tell it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have that. Remember now, some of these people think that they got the second coming of Ed Reed and the second coming of Ray Lewis now.
Somebody said that.
Barham. Yeah, Barham from
Somebody
Michigan.
Yeah,
Is the second coming of Ray Lewis.
So let me address the chat real quick, because fan fanatic think that I think that Diggs was good. No, Diggs was good for the Cowboys. I'm not saying that he was the greatest. He was good for the Cowboys. Now, what I'm saying is that when it comes to the Cowboys let go of these guys, and now the defense is in question, and now y'all trying to pick up Christian Parker because he was a part of a Super Bowl. He was part of a Super Bowl winning team.
Yeah,
but he hasn't took on a whole defense. He's a rookie still.
Yep.
And you're sitting up there thinking like, okay, he can sit up there, Caleb Downs. He can sit up there and make him a good player. But where that leaves everybody else, that's what I'm saying. That
right.
They defense got a lot of holes. They tackles.
Remember, DV, you're wrong. You are wrong.
I'm not. I'm not. Don't do this. Let's not do this.
Because
not tonight, Leo.
Not
tonight.
You are wrong because he took care of the linebackers and the secondary and the front line. You know what I'm saying? Vic just sat in the what did he do? Rob, he just sat in the booth and just like drank.
Yeah, Vic Fangio just drank. He just drank Tang.
That's all Vic did was eat crumpets and drink tea, right?
Yeah,
because Christian Parker ran the defense. That's what I'm saying. You're wrong, DV.
Some of them, King DV, he not lying, bro. Some of them believe this, bro. You look. Here's the crazy part, right? And I'm gonna say this. It goes on both ends. One of the things that concerns me about Sean Mannion should be a concern for Christian Parker as well, right? Both of these guys are rookies. My thing is, when they are faced with an experienced defensive coordinator, that's why I'm glad we got Vic Fangio, right? When they're faced with a good defensive coordinator in game, you know what I mean? I'm talking about midway through the second quarter or after halftime, how is CP going to adjust? Can he adjust? Because he doesn't have any experience coaching against a defensive coordinator. And I can say the same thing about Mannion, right? But again, I think Mannion has the advantage. And yes, Mannion has most of the pressure. He has more pressure. CP doesn't have any pressure, if you ask me. There's no pressure on CP this year, other than the fan base. But Sean Mannion has pressure on him because he was given the keys to a Ferrari and said, you got to drive this thing, right? Drive it. And not only did you got a Ferrari, but we added some pieces to it, you know? Now drive this thing. Now, how are these guys going to do in-game adjustments? CP's never done that before, right? So how do you know that your defense is going to go from 31 to top 10? Not saying it can't happen, but realistically, guys, that's not happening. With the lack of talent on that team, not no talent, but the lack of talent on that team, it's going to be a rocky road. And to be honest with you, the needle's pointing down before it goes up. Hear me, Cowboy fans, no hatred. We're talking football. Really, reality speaking, the needle's pointing down for Dallas than it is pointing up, right? But everybody's gassing you guys up because it's so easy to do because you're so thirsty. The defense needs a lot of work. Now the NFL has a whole year on Shoddy's play. They got the playbook now, guys. They got the playbook. So you're saying, oh, we were top 5 in offense, total offense, but you guys were middle of the pack in the red zone. That's a problem. So you think that's automatically going to change against some of the defenses you're going to play, some of the coordinators you're going to play, some of the quarterbacks you're about to play? So, temper your expectations. Yes, Dallas had a good offseason. You had a really good offseason. I think the future is bright for Dallas, potentially.
Yeah.
But look, guys, come on. Let's be honest with ourselves, right? The same concerns we have for Mannion, you should have for CP. You don't hear any of us talking about top 10, top 5 offense, or is it possible? But we do have the expectations of making it to the Super Bowl because we have the talent. Dallas, you don't have the horses yet.
Well, here's the thing.
And the thing is, I don't know if they will ever have the horses. And I'm going to tell you why. Is because by the time they fill in all these fucking holes that they have, Dak's going to be like 40 fucking years old. So, I mean, their window's down was already, their window's already closed when Dak was
against 49ers.
Right.
Go ahead, Rob.
No, that's it. That's all.
I want to say I think that this is probably Dak's last year.
I agree.
I agree, Leo. Last year,
about time.
And there's no but the problem is the real succession plan isn't in place. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what that looks like. Number 2. I think that Christian Parker is under much more pressure than Sean Mannion, even though Sean Mannion is under an extreme amount of pressure. But here's what let me explain to you why. This year is why I think that. I think this is the one time the hiring of Sean Mannion was contingent upon him being here for multiple years, because that's the one thing that we have never seen Jalen Hurts do since high school. We have never seen Jalen Hurts. Huh?
Shane Steichen was here twice, like 2 years straight.
With him as a full-time starter. See when?
Okay.
Like, because Jalen only had him
for a year and a half, maybe.
I'm talking about as a starter for 3 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when he took over when Carson got hurt.
Yeah, the last 4 games. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about first time full, multiple full years as a starter. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I want to see. I think that was one of the pretenses to the Sean Mannion hiring and who we were going to bring in. That so that no matter what the growing pains are and everything like that, you're going to be here for at least 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the fact that and listen, that's the whole fucking staff, damn near. Which is why they put Clint. They made Clint Hurt the number 2 on the defense. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do that, now you don't have to. Now you can deny other teams from interviewing him because he's going to be the guy that's going to take over eventually when Vic leaves.
Yeah.
Give him a fucking. You give Clint Hurt a project like Uar Bernard. He's happy for the next 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Because he gets to develop this guy. He ain't gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? As long as we pay him right. You know what I'm saying? As long as we give him decent pay and we make him the assistant defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? And tell him he's got the, he can, do the same things he's doing, but he also got this project of a player. We're good. You know what I'm saying? But Christian Parker, nah, they've already started the process of making him the scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? And that's with front office and fan base. You see what I'm saying? And how they're building them up in the whole 9 yards so that they will do the same thing to him that they did to Eberflus if he doesn't produce like they think. They listen, y'all. Remember, Vic Fangio brought the defense, brought art. We have the record for the biggest jump in the history of the league right now as far as defense goes. We started at 31 or 30 or something like. We went from 30 to number 1 in one year, and that's what they expect Christian Parker to do.
And that's why they're running away with this whole thing that they're going to be this amazing defense.
But
right.
See, the crazy part about that is the jump was from last to first, right? But that team had way more talent on it doing it than Dallas.
That's what D'Angelo kept trying to tell them was
Dallas. The team that Dallas has is nowhere near as talented as that team.
Yes. When
Vic took it over. We still had Jalen Carter on that team, and Jordan Davis was on that team. So we, the talent, there's no comparison. Mm-hmm. So like when that took years of drafting. That's why we keep telling these guys about developing players, and through the draft, I sent Lloyd, our last what's up, Warren? I sent them our the last few draft picks that we had, like from 2020 to 2025. I mean, for last year, and I'm like, dude, this is why we have this now. It wasn't a 1 year turnaround like you think it was. You know what I mean? And don't forget, Vic Fangio, the year that we lost the Super Bowl, was a consultant to the Eagles, folks. He was a consultant.
Yep.
He was on the team.
Yep.
Not only was he consulting the defense, he was consulting the offense. So now Sean Mannion has a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator that is working with him as well now. So like and I'm gonna say this, and I'll let Warren take it. Dallas suffers from, like Rob and Leo were saying, they want to sit at the big boys table. But if anybody's seen the Temptation movie,
ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Go sit at the table. Ain't nobody coming to see you. When you get your game up,
to let you go.
Dude, when you get your game up, then come see us, which might be next year, folks. But ain't nobody.
No, it won't even be next year. You're a fool, Drew. You're a fool, bro.
Because I refuse to let you go.
I'm listening to him.
That's a good one.
What up, Warren? Shout out to Warren.
What's up?
What's up, Warren?
In the building. What up, bro?
What's good with y'all? I was listening while I was in the car headed home. But I'm kind of right there with y'all, bro. It's just getting to that point now as we get closer to the season. They're going to start naming the real teams, And it's just good to see Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter in that top 10. Then you get Coop, Quinion, that top 10.
They should have been ranked higher.
Yeah, it's definitely, they definitely should have been ranked higher.
Should have been ranked higher, so should have Coop.
Yeah, but when it comes to those cornerbacks, kind of like what you said, Rob, the other day, like after those 10, like there's a huge drop off. Like everybody's literally the same. So it's for us to at least have 2 of those.
Yeah. We're the only one on the list that had 2. And, that's the thing is that, these Cowboy fans were talking the night before last, like, yeah, I'd like to go, get another linebacker. Yeah, another corner. I'm like, well, good fucking luck with that because they don't grow on trees. Yeah. Especially cornerbacks because after the top 10, and I would even say after the top 7, 8, Coop excluded because I think he should have been higher. And again, he plays slot. So to me, it's just like, who's out there? Who's out there that's really going to go into Dallas and make an impact that is available? Because if they're available right now, then they're just Jags for the most part. They're just Jags.
Basically.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with y'all.
But see, once again, you did it again, Rob. You did it again. You said it. And that's what hurt their fucking feelings. You called them Jags. You know what I'm saying? And because mind you, they're now hanging their hat on the fact that Von Miller wants to be on their team. And they're running with that. You know what I'm saying? Plus they were talking about Terrion Arnold. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is the thing though, Leo. They were talking shit to Momo about Von last year.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I remember.
They was over there talking shit. You have all these old players, AARP, and you guys are old. And now all of a sudden they're on fucking Von's nuts like if he was the same player back here in Denver in the Super Bowl.
And they let Clowney go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You let Clowney go. He works better for your system than Gary. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let him.
Hey, let me say this real quick, guys. I don't know if you saw Lane Johnson interview. I want to say maybe Monday. I meant to bring it up Tuesday, but they were asking him about the offensive line scheme, and he was saying that the scheme that they were running was like, I'm paraphrasing, was stale
from last year.
He was saying it was stale. It was very predictable.
Yeah,
and they really like what Mannion is bringing. And what is it Cooper, whatever his name is?
Chris Cooper. Yep.
Yeah, Chris Cooper.
Yeah, they're Lane that it's coming from Lane. So when it comes from Lane, this for me is solid. He was saying that what they were running before was stale. It was very predictable, and now what they're running is they really are enjoying it. They really like what they're doing now, which gives me a lot of encouragement going into this league, going into this year, pertaining to the O-line. Because again, I think that's going to be the major factor to the Eagles' successes. That running line stays healthy, the O-line stays healthy, and we can establish the run. The league is in trouble. So,
the one narrative, the one common narrative that I hear amongst most all Eagles content creators is, and I love it, is that we all seem to be on the same page in terms of our year is going to be based off of the play of the offensive line.
Yeah,
everyone seems to be on the same page with that when it comes to our offensive line. You know what I'm saying? And I brought up the last time we were on. I brought up the fact that I remember Rob A making that a point of emphasis a long time ago, saying, "I want to see another veteran offensive lineman come in." You know what I'm saying? The caveat that I added was, here's the thing: I don't want to name anybody because I don't know what Chris Cooper like and don't like. I don't know a Chris Cooper offensive lineman. So if we're going to bring a veteran offensive lineman, that offensive lineman needs to be of Chris Cooper's picking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I need time with him to understand what is a Chris Cooper like, you know what I'm saying, player. Just like how we were when it came to Christian Parker and why we understood why him and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson didn't get along. Chauncey has a disposition about him that just rubs him wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they don't get them. That's why they ain't like each other. You see what I'm saying? Then again, so I need to know what I just need some time with Chris Cooper to see how things go, considering what all this offense is evolving in a greater way this year than any other year, given the fact that Jeff Stoutland is not there anymore. But what I love also is the fact that Chris Cooper has some very intelligent and talented offensive linemen that he's inherited, who were trained well. And we have 17 fucking offensive linemen coming in for camp in 18 days, y'all. 17.
Yeah. So here's my thing about Chris Cooper. Of course, the average Eagles fan is going to try to compare him to Stout. And the only reason why is because of the university.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think Chris Cooper is there yet. I think that, we look at his recent years with the Vikings, and he had banged up linemen over there, and it wasn't fair to him. I was one of those content creators that was like, yeah, he's not going to be Stoutland and all that, but we got to give this guy a chance. But I don't think that he's going to be able to develop players. He's already got his type of scheme, and whatever scheme that Charmaine wants to run is all going to coexist with one another. But I don't think he's that type of offensive line coach to the point where he's going to be the one that, hey, I like this guy out of college. I like this guy out of college. I think it's going to be led by the upper room to the point where they're looking for the offensive lineman, and they probably get his insight, a couple conversations, but it's not going to be like Stout. Stout was all in with everything. Now, I could agree that Stoutland way of thinking and all that was probably a little bit outdated, but then I could also argue the fact that Stoutland was dealing with a banged up offensive line in 2025.
True.
And then also he was dealing with novice offensive play callers with Nick Sirianni / Kevin Patullo. Whereas though that now they stripped him from certain situations. So now when you all season comes about and you hear Stoutland is retiring, you're like, damn, like now what we going to do? Then we got Chris Cooper, and then we're looking into him, and then we're like, damn, man, like those offensive lines that he was coaching wasn't really that good, but we got to give him a chance because he had a banged up line like we had a banged up line last year. Mm-hmm. So, but the whole difference is that we got vets that knows our quarterback, that knows our running back. They know certain
He's got
things.
4 Pro Bowlers in his offensive line. He inherited 4 Pro Bowlers.
But we don't lack talent on offense. We just had a bland offensive play caller.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
We had a very bland fucking.
Here's my thing. I'm judging Chris Cooper this year on the success of Tyler Steen.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's the same as like saying we were judging Christian Parker off of the play of Adoree Jackson and folks like that. Like why can't you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once again, Chris Cooper is inheriting some very capable players. That's what he got. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I said, he's got 4 Pro Bowlers on his front line. So so I'm not questioning. I don't have any question on whether or not these guys are at least smart enough or intelligent enough, you know what I'm saying, to give us competent O-line play or to be able to understand what Chris Cooper's going to be saying. Mind you, he's played. He was a player at the same time a lot of these guys on this line was playing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Chris Cooper was in the league just a few years ago too. You know what I'm saying? Right. So once again, so I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? To your point, yeah, there's going to be some growing pains, but we'll get through real quick. Shout out to Linda Conyers with the $5 super chat. She said Stoutland was in control of the run game, and they had a difference in philosophy, is what I believe, and it was time to go their separate ways. There you go. I don't think it was time to go their separate ways. I just think that my hypothesis about the whole situation that happened in 2025, especially in the beginning of the year, was that we had some success. 2024, we won a Super Bowl, and Kellen Moore moved on. Kevin Patullo was somebody that knew a guy. Mm-hmm. He got plugged in, and Jalen Hurts
his exit interview was like, "Yo, basically long story short, he said I'm not too sure about this guy, but whatever." He's screaming a different beat of the drum with Charmaine, but that's the whole thing with the whole scheme of Kevin Patullo. Then Kevin Patullo and them, they wanted to go north and south with Saquon Barkley, but Saquon Barkley is not that guy. Saquon Barkley is shifty, and he could go north to south if he wants to get the first down, but he's more like a east to west type runner. Whereas though that, hey, I'm gonna break for 20 to 70 yards if need be. You know what I'm saying? North and south wasn't never his thing, but when you have a top paid running back that just got 2,000 yards a year prior, running behind a banged up offensive line, what do you expect? And then you can't even scheme guys open, and we're sitting up there having drawn out routes for these wide receivers, whereas though now we're playing backyard football with a banged up line, and then Jalen Hurts either got to throw it away or, hey, I'm going to trust my guy to try to get this ball. Period. That's basically what we were doing all year. Besides probably the Rams game and also the perfect game that Jalen Hurts threw. Besides that, I feel like that we were scrambling because we were trying to make things happen and all that, and we still walked away with an 11-6 record. Still entered the playoffs. It's mind-boggling that now Chris Cooper has to deal with this two offensive linemen and
Dickerson and Steen.
Dickerson and Steen. No, Dickerson and Jurgens. They both went overseas. Yeah. They went overseas to get those injuries situated. Now they're back. They're moving. Then you still got a 35-year-old Lane Johnson that's coming off of Lynch Frank. Like that's going to be the key. If he could get those guys to believe in that scheme of blocking and doing those things, and also, like I said, the weakest link for me, if they're all healthy, is always going to be Tyler Steen. And if Tyler Steen is a strong point in this whole scheme, then I feel like that this offense can pick it up. Yeah. Offense could pick it up to the point where now Tyler Steen is not the weak point anymore. And we still got Fred Johnson. We still got Mark Bell that we drafted. Those guys can rotate if a player got to come out like for a game or a series or something like that. These things matter. It matters. So it's all 17 games. That's why I said, like, a lot of people, and this is my final thought on this topic. A lot of people sit up there and talk about we are 64 games away from week 1 against the Commanders. The foundation is about to start in 18 days. We really need to buckle down and know who's going to be the 53-man roster and know that, hey, these guys are ready to go and without any hiccups. You know what I'm saying? And then who's say, because we still got to deal with joint practice. We still got to play preseason. Hopefully this year, this is the year that they switch it up, whereas though the starters does play a couple series.
During preseason.
During preseason, yeah. So hopefully that we get some answers to our questions throughout from July 28th all the way up to week 1, but the foundation starts in July 28th.
Yep. But you know what? I like what you said, King. That and I think that Cooper's the evidence of what he can do is just not with Tyler Steen, but I think it's going to be with like Lampkin, all these other kids that are waiting as backups, or whoever's going to be the backups for the starters. I think that's going to be key. But I think that Stalin had he came from the college ranks. I'm not really too sure about Cooper's background or whatever, but we know that Stoutland came from college, so assessing college players for him is a no-brainer. You know what I mean? So with him coming from the college ranks, I think didn't he coach at Alabama, if I'm not mistaken?
Cooper?
No, Stoutland. Then was he a coach at Alabama? Yeah, he coached at
I
Alabama.
think it was either Oregon. I think it was Oregon. Maybe.
Oregon.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, but but he comes from that. So now, and here's how I look at it too, King, is that okay, Stoutland is gone, at least for now, right? I think there's a possibility where he could come back maybe as a consultant, who knows? But I look at it as like we have 4 other little Jeff Stoutlands too, because Lane is still there.
Miami and Alabama, bro.
Those guys were raised, those are his kids, literally. You know what I mean? So, Landon Dickerson. So, offensive line, it's not really, I don't want to say it's not hard to play, but I mean, it's, you either zone blocking or doing these guys, they know, this is not new for them. It's just a matter of them like getting through the process and them actually doing it. So, I think that the room still is a strong room, and that with the other 4 players that we got there, these veterans, these all pros, to bring these other kids up and say, hey, look, this is how you do it, kid. I think that's a plus for Cooper as well.
Okay. Now, one thing I will say too, as well, is there's something, and I've always thought this. I thought this last year, and I think it this year too. It's really interesting that a big portion of my excitement going into training camp, and it's what separates us from other fan bases like the Cowboys, is that, do you guys realize how many depth pieces we are interested in seeing?
Yeah.
But we like how we can talk, like how we can do damn near an entire show and not talk about one starter. You know what I'm saying? From Daquan Wright to Holland Pierce to Willie Lampkin to motherfucking even Uar Bernard. You know what I'm saying?
And the linebacker they got from Alabama too. I can't think of his name. The unrestricted free agent who played with Campbell.
Is it Lawson? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him play, bro.
Deontay Lawson.
Deontay
I want to see
Deontay. Now I've been hearing some stuff about that kid.
That's what I'm saying. Even hey, how does Jacorian Bennett look this year? This is the camp for him to make an impression. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other people on here now. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm just talking about
Keely Ringo
starters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Keely Ringo. You know what I'm saying? This is your chance. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah Trotter. You know what I'm saying? Jalix Hunt. I'm just talking about, non-starters again. I'm gonna just keep pressing that. Non-starters. Moral Jomo.
You said Keely Ringo has a chance.
No, I'm saying going, not a chance, but here's your last, here's your last chance, dog. This is your last damn training camp with us.
To even make the team, though. He might not make the team.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna fucking make the team.
That's what I'm
saying. No. Rob 8. I'm gonna give him a little bit of props. He's not gonna make the team as a starter, but he's decent. I'm not in special teams. He is decent. So if we need somebody there, Michael Clay could vouch for him there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He's decent in special teams, but other than that, he just pass water.
Okay. But again, you got another year. You got another chance, dog. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do with it, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like there are so many interesting hidden stories in the whole thing about about non-starters for this team. And the wealth of talent that could be coming in. You know what I'm saying? We haven't even talked about the rookie Bell. When you start talking about rookies, all you hear is Mekhi Lemon. But what about Bell? You know what I'm saying?
You got Bell, you got Eli Stowers, you got
Eli Stowers,
yeah.
Again, non-starters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The storyline. So, I've been paying attention. I've been saying, fuck the 53. I'm more interested in the 90, just so I can get the whole story and watch. Because whatever we come, listen, if you make it to the Philadelphia Eagles, if you on a 53, you a bad motherfucker after this year.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? If you make this team, you somebody. You know
That's because Howie is proactive with drafting and signing players for depth, and that's one thing that we've had the luxury of having year after year after year. So I agree with you there. If you make the team beyond this year, you got to be pretty good because we have a pretty good roster. Now we have a pretty stacked roster.
Yeah, even when we have turnover. Listen, AJ Brown's not gone, right? AJ Brown's gone, right? If I'm Hollywood Brown, Makai, if I'm any wide receiver other than motherfucking
Darius Cooper,
other than if I'm Darius Cooper, you know what I'm saying,
Wilson.
Johnny Wilson.
Some of those ain't going to make the team because we're just not.
That's my point.
Yeah.
But if I'm any of them, I'm be like, yo, I'm about to be a dog this camp. I'm getting that shit. That motherfucker gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big Pickens, the Georgia guard, Moore, dude, big nasty. The guard we drafted from Georgia, he a road grader. I really want to see that kid play. He's nasty. He's big nasty. If you've seen tape on him, man, him and King, I don't know, or Rob, I don't know if you've seen any tape on Daquan Wright, the unrestricted tight end.
Mm-hmm.
When he catch that ball and run, man, all I see is King Henry. Wow. When he running with that football, when he catches it and run, like, dude, this dude look like King Henry out here.
Problem is we went out there and we signed and re-signed. We re-signed Calcaterra, which didn't make any sense to me. We go out and get Johnny Mont. We have Stowers. We have Dallas. That's going to be a very crowded tight end room, and I don't see us keeping beyond 2, well, maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Yeah. And I think Munt will make the team because we brought him over from Jacksonville, and that dude is probably going to just be an additional blocking tight end, right?
Yeah.
So, and I love that move. I think that move is a great move because Calcaterra can't block for shit, which is beyond me why they re-signed him.
He can't block through a wet
paper bag. So my whole get up, and I said this to myself mentally because I'm trying to make sense of the Grant Calcaterra signing. I think that he's dating Jeff Lurie's daughter or a niece or something like that. I don't know why he's on this squad. No, no. Listen, it's not Jeff Lurie.
Wait a minute. Who's dating Lurie's daughter?
No. He's not serious.
Oh,
I'm not serious.
He's just saying.
What I'm saying is, I don't understand why he's still on this squad.
He's still on the team,
right.
I think Munt would have been a great third option at tight end.
Yeah.
I think that you draft Eli Stowers at number 2. You got to play him snap, especially if you do a double tight end set.
Go 12 personnel. Yep.
But going back to what Leo was talking about with AJ Brown, like I know it's more so of a give me those snaps because of AJ Brown not being here and all that. But I think that besides Devontae Smith, you gotta look at this wide receiver room as a whole collective.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Around them, and you can't look at it as like in ESPN, NFL Network, and all of them. They're looking at it as, Makai Lemon is the replacement. He's not the replacement.
No,
he's the solution to the underneath. Whereas though that now he can get mismatches, he can be moved from inside to outside because inside he's going to have those mismatches with linebackers and their nickel corners and everything like that. Because it's not like there's nickel corners in there that deserve to be recognized, but it's not too many great nickel corners that can shut down a fast wide receiver. So when you get to that point and you think about that, then you think about somebody that's supposed to be a dog like Dotavian Wicks that are concerned signing him. We're like, oh, I like Dotavian Wicks, but the drops is concerning.
Right.
He's been working on that all off season. So I'm dying to see how he improves. How it translates, right? And then we don't even gotta talk about Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown been doing this for years, and he could take off the top, even if he's just a decoy. for off the top. That's what I'm saying. We do 4 wide. It's so many things that Sean Mannion can do, and Josh Grizzard can set these guys up to do. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about camp and seeing what looks is going to be comfortable, not only for the receivers, but for the quarterback that's dishing out the ball and being able to trust these guys because I was mad that Mekhi Lemon wasn't really in Florida with these guys. Mm-hmm. And I know it's due to the precaution of that
right. Out of an over an abundance of caution on his hamstring.
Yeah. Right. But you got everybody else there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is there, and I'm just trying to see Mekhi Lemon and Jalen Hurts really like just dial in and be focused, because he's going to have to be a main factor in this offense. Number 1 draft pick. Being able to be that Wes Walker, that Julian Edelman, that Steve, because he has that attitude like Steve Smith. That
dog,
he got that dog in him. Amara, he D-Jack. It's another one. He got that dog to the point where like we need that. We need that now. It can't be too much of a dog where though it's causing us penalties, but. Yeah, right. Because that's what I'm concerned about, him just being overly emotional, and then also Reek on the other side.
I was going to say Reek Willen is the same concern.
Yeah. So at the end of the day,
I think the wide receiver room group as a whole, again, outside of Smitty, but they all get to be they all get to play like Jonathan Grenard. They don't have to be the man. They could just play. They could just play freedom ball for them.
Right. Well, that's why it's addition by subtraction with losing AJ. Right. It's just that, Hurts doesn't have to force feed anybody now, because Smitty's not that kind of guy to be bitching about getting the ball. He's a very selfless player, And with that being said, I mean, Hurts could just throw it to who's open, man. Just throw it to who's open. You don't have to appease any egos anymore, man. Just go out there and play free. And I think that's what will make him be successful this year.
And that's why I said that the dark cloud being out of the locker room, it opens up now. Everybody's talking about brotherhood. Everybody's, they were just out.
Brandon Graham today was talking about that.
Yep. Right. I put that on my live stream. No, he was basically saying that with the AJ Brown situation, like him and I posted up also
Slay.
Tom Brady, Slay too. But Tom Brady also was talking about it on the New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers.
Oh, really?
He's basically saying that, they were talking about the dynamics of AJ Brown not being in the locker room no more. How does that change? And of course, the GOAT, Tom Brady, he basically was saying that, with wide receivers, they are 25 yards away from the ball, and they're not really attacking the offensive play as much as the tight ends, the offensive linemen, the running backs, the quarterbacks, and all that. So he understood why AJ Brown felt like that, but he didn't understand because he was like, it makes for like a reality show at the end of the day, because the diva-ness comes out to the point where it's toxic. And he said it's like a never-ending story. Whereas though when BG was talking on Good Morning Football, he was basically saying that, he understood why AJ Brown was pissed off about not being a huge part of the offense, but I think this was alluded to of Saquon Barkley coming in, and then after that early bye week that we had in 2024, I feel like that when we switched to a whole running scheme to the point where now he's running the ball a lot more, and AJ Brown not touching the rock like he was in 2023 and 2022 when he had those 1,400 plus yards. That's where it came in at. Because remember, and before we got Saquon Barkley, he was saying that Derrick Henry was the best running back that he played with. Then it was Saquon Barkley because it was justified that Saquon Barkley was carrying our offense at one point. And that's just the reality of it. But now, I feel like that he's not the number one guy. And I think that right now he's going to go over to New England thinking he's going to be the number one guy. And I don't see that. You got Romeo Dobbs over there. You got Booty over there, I believe still.
Yeah.
So,
Booty.
So I don't feel
Travion Henderson. The running back.
And then you got Ramondre Stevenson. You got him.
I said Trey.
Yeah, you got
Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, you got him. It's something to look at for sure. But I'm not on an AJ Brown hate watch. I want him to be successful to fail. I want him to be successful to fail. But I am on a Drake May hate watch, and not because of Drake May. Is more so because how the NFL analysts and all of them they're pushing that narrative that Drake May is better than my QB1.
That too. That part right there. You know, the whole Drake May thing being better than Jalen.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Drake May had a good fucking season last year, bro. I mean,
I like Drake.
And I think Drake May has a lot of upside to him. I mean, he kind of choked it away, not only in the Super Bowl, but also in that Denver game. He looked like shit, but I mean, I guess Denver's defense can make a lot of quarterbacks look like shit. But
you think he could potentially have something like a mirror of a remix of like Jalen Hurts' first few years? You see what I'm saying? Because remember, Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl and lost it first before he won it. You know what I'm saying? That could be the case when it comes to Drake May. You know
I'm going to say I think May's a good talent, but I still want to see him fail, and that's only because AJ's there. I mean, I'll again, keeping it real, like someone just put in the chat, I'll say Drake May's good, but I fucking hate him now that AJ's there. I mean, I can't help, but I mean, that's just who I am. I'm a competitive person, and I don't wish anything good on AJ because how he pushed his way out of Philly.
Yep.
You know, and with that being said, I don't want any success in New England. Plus, you know, that whole Vrabel thing and all that, man. That fuck New England, dude. That's how I feel about it.
The thing is, right, that how I feel about Drake May, I feel like that, you know, the schedule was a little bit easy for him, and then when he played the Broncos, I think that if Bo Nix played that game, we'd be talking differently about who was in the Super Bowl and everything like that. I feel like that with Drake May in the playoffs, he didn't really show too much. And then when it came down to it on the biggest stage, he folded. I can't put a quarterback over my guy that I've seen do it not once but twice in the Super Bowl. Regardless of any turnovers or anything like that. Number one. Number two, yes, Drake May can throw the ball. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away him being able to throw the ball, because you got to be able to throw the ball in the league to be a starter in NFL. But the whole thing is, I don't think that it gets better for him because this schedule that they're about to face, brutal. I don't give a damn who's wide receiver one.
It's brutal.
I feel like that this is going to be brutal for him, and I think that he's going to be exposed. And I want him to be exposed, because now I want to see if AJ Brown is going to be reading on the sidelines. I want to see all those things, but I don't think he is, because he got his therapist, aka the side cheater, and Mike Vrabel. They're going to be talking. And they're not going to be able to. He's not going to allow him to do those antics that he was doing in Philly. So we took up for that because we were still winning ball games. But now, looking back at it, look, we helped him get to where he is now. Talking about he had this little carpet on the rug, and I sound like I'm bitter. I'm not bitter. It's just a simple fact that the way he went out was bad.
I'm fucking bitter. I'm bitter because he let that shit drag on for a couple of years. He couldn't be an adult about shit and move the fuck on. I mean, it ain't like Jalen was out banging his side chick. I mean, he just knew about it. It's like, grow the fuck up, man. Like, move on with it. But for him to sit there and be a problem for a couple of years is what I'm bitter about. I mean, to me, if you wanted your way out of Philly, then you should have pushed your way out of Philly when you found out back then, like after the 22 season. You fucked up our 23 season. We won despite you in 24, but at the same time, it's like, grow up, man. Like grow the fuck up. That's your side chick too. Really? You're in your feelings about that?
Rob, his 51-year-old self is kicking his ass right now. His 51-year-old self is.
Well, Leo apparently was really good massages.
Well, it must be.
No. Listen. I'm talking about because when he gets to this age, he's going to realize, I let pussy,
basically,
keep me from, what I could, what I'm saying, keep me from greatness. I let pussy cloud.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And it's side pussy at that.
Yeah.
It ain't wifey. Yeah. It ain't wifey.
Yeah. And the thing is because, actually it is wifey because wifey can't stay in Philly now after it came out. What the fuck you been doing?
But it wasn't like the son was, digging all up the wifey. I mean, I see your point as far as wifey can't save face in Philly after all that. I get that, but that ain't Jalen's fault. AJ, the way AJ handled it is the problem.
And that's why I said his 50-year-old self is.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely.
His 50-year-old self is kicking his ass right now because when it's all said and done, he's gonna look back on this and be like, "Yo, I let pussy fuck it up for me."
Fuck up a legacy, bro, because him and AJ or him and Jalen can have some good shit happen, man. He ain't gonna have the success. He might have individual success in New England because, well, let's face it, dude. What's gonna make New England even with their tougher schedule is the fact that they have two shitty teams in their division every fucking year.
Yeah,
they got the Jets and they got the Dolphins. They'll bang with Buffalo and probably split every year for a couple of years in Buffalo, so as long as Josh Allen's there, but they're going to be beating up on the Jets twice a year, and it's kind of similar to what, everybody, Glaze and Dak, NFC East, this and that is because we have the fucking Giants and the Commanders in our division,
right.
Which will make him look more formidable than what he is, and that's what's going to help Drake May stay afloat as far as being in playoff contention every year.
Right. And you know who else is going to remind AJ that he messed up? His wife.
Yep.
All of us who are married,
he never gonna give that up, Drew.
Yep.
The only reason she forgave him is because of that crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
Right.
When she gonna let him know.
It's not even just that. I feel like that it was her that said, "Hey, we gotta get out of this situation."
Yeah.
King, I'm with you, bro.
We gotta go ship out to Boston. We gotta go to Boston.
Listen, we heard this. You got me out here looking crazy.
Yeah, he embarrassed her. Yeah.
AJ, Arthur, Juan Brown, you got me out here looking crazy over a massage therapist.
Right.
Get me out of here, bro.
Plus, you arguing. Plus, you done got into it.
They needed that fresh start.
Yep.
Hey, Drew, get me out of here, or I'm out of here.
She said to him, like, "What's wrong with my fingers that I couldn't touch you to the right?"
What's wrong with my hands, Arthur?
Oh man.
What's wrong with my hands? You understand what I'm saying? Those of us married, listen, man. His wife is never. He's always going to hear that, bro. You could have been. You could have won championships with Jalen, right? You know that, right? And you know what stopped you.
That's funny.
So, and you know what's crazy? And let's. Here's why I'm glad we got rid of the noise, right? And here you go, Dallas fans too. When you look at players who just are concerned with stats, right? That's all the concern is.
Mm-hmm.
We know Jalen says what? Let the main thing
be the main thing.
I don't look. Yeah. Jalen don't care if he throw for 1 yard and they win, as long as they win. Because when we beat Kansas City, what's the tackle? What's his name?
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
Yep.
We were doing the victory formation. He was like, "Man, you threw less than what he said? You threw for 125 yards." Hey, man, shut your ass up. We won the game.
Right.
What are you talking about? Like,
right.
I don't care. We won. So that's the mentality that we have, not just with Jalen Hurts. It permeates the locker room. It permeates the franchise, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't know if you saw this, King or Art, the Hard Knocks series with the NFC East. The very last episode, we saw Rain Dakota Prescott sitting with his offensive lineman, and he was talking about stats about Matthew Stafford and how he might not be have the most yards. Not dang, man, we gonna make the playoffs next year. You know what I mean?
And they were 7-9.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, we didn't make the playoffs this year, guys. Next year, guys. What can we do to make the playoffs? No, this dude talking about stats, and how he talking about Matthew Stafford over a Tomahawk State. And then at the very end, you see my quarterback, the one you call a running back, with my head coach. With my head coach. And what did Jalen tell him?
We'll be back.
We'll be back. And what was Nick's response?
Of that,
I have no doubt.
I have no doubt.
I have no doubt. Yeah,
the mentality, people. This is the mentality that permeates the Philadelphia Eagles locker room, the franchise. That's what time we are on right now. And you talking about, oh, Jerry ain't saying nothing. You know why Jerry ain't saying nothing? Jerry getting massages on his yacht, waiting for the screw up so he can go in there and fire everybody. You're going to hear Jerry Jones, ladies. Listen, Dallas fans, you're going to hear Jerry Jones again. He's
who you got to fire himself.
He's teasing you guys. He's giving you what you want to hear, as he always does. He's sitting back chilling because when the wheels fall off, Jerry Jones is going to throw a grenade in Arlington and blow everything up. And Leo, I agree with you. I don't think Dallas is making the playoffs this year. And if it's a really bad season, they're going to tell Dak, hey, Dak, thank you for your service. We know you have a no trade clause, but we're looking to replace you. We're looking to draft another quarterback, or we're going to trade for Shedeur Sanders. What do you want to do?
Where you want to go?
Where you want to go? Because we're done. It's over. We're done with this experiment.
Who do we talk to?
This is what's going to happen, Dallas,
so we can get the most from them.
Yeah, where do you want to go, bro? So we can get the most for you because we're done with it. It's over. So I agree with you, Leo. I think this is Dak's last year because they're not making the playoffs, guys. They're not. Now,
8-win team. 8-win team.
Hey, but why wasn't it time for Dak last year when they didn't make the playoffs? Is year 10? What makes year 11? I mean, it's the same shit, man. They don't care. At the end of the day,
there's enough of a resume of Dak out there that know that he's not him. He's just
at the end of the day, that whole thing down there is an all show and no go. If you listen to the Cowboys players, they'll tell you it's a zoo down there. They got it like walkthroughs where you can pay like $50 and like watch the players through some like glass. It's a joke over there, man. They ain't serious about it. So at the end of the day, if you're not serious about it, just do what you do, make the money, and get up out of there. But don't sit here and say you're gonna win anything, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna win shit.
It's not about football in Arlington. Art. It's not about.
That's
football.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Jersey sales. It's about profit. It's all about the bottom line.
Popular. It's about when you go to the Star. It's a show. It's the greatest show on turf. It's not about winning football. It's not. Right. It's not about championships.
They're built for entertainment, bro. Not for they're not built for.
And Jerry will do just enough to keep the fans coming. And you know who else is accountable, Rob? You know who else is accountable? The fans.
Yep.
Well, because they enable them, because they buy into that shit.
Yeah, they keep giving them the money.
Right.
They keep giving them the money.
Jersey sales.
Marcus, are you still here? Yeah, Marcus, you still here? You're responsible.
Yeah,
because you come on the chats and say, we them boys. You buy the jersey. You hype them up. And Jerry says, thank you. And I'm gonna keep keep Dallas just good enough for you to keep my
interested. Keep watching and giving me your money.
That's it.
That's the truth.
Blame yourselves.
You're cooking tonight, bro. You're cooking tonight.
Hey, Rob,
Rob,
man.
Listen, Jerry Jones Dak would have been fired 4 years ago in Philly.
Longer than that, bro. Longer than that. He never got that. He never got that second bag.
They'd have ran Dak out of town. And listen, Jerry Jones could not get away with the crap he does in Philly that he does in Dallas.
Jalen's on the hot seat after winning the Super Bowl and going to 2.
Thank you.
Already on the hot seat.
Literally.
Because we're about accountability.
We're
about accountability.
I can't listen. We want the evolution of Jalen. This is where we want you, Jalen, because I believe they believe in Jalen. I don't believe that they want to get rid of Jalen. I don't believe the reports.
I don't think so either.
Because if you listen to Jeffrey Lurie, when his press conference, when they asked him about Jalen,
they thought he was talking about Carter.
He talked about Jalen. He was like, "Oh, you talking about Jalen Carter?"
Yeah. Hold. He's like, "How much time you got?"
Yeah. When Jeffrey Lurie talks about Jalen Carter, he's still scared of him.
Yeah.
He's still scared of him. But when he talks about Jalen Hurts, he talks about him like he's a son. You know what I'm saying? My gosh. The amount of responsibility he has on him.
Leo, he basically said that contract ready for him next year. You know what I mean?
I'm sure of it. Look, we are where we are by design, not because there's conflict or anything.
Exactly.
This is all by design. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference. And the thing about it is that when you're accustomed to controversy, listen, in their minds, this is the most non-controversial offseason that they've had in a long time, and they don't even know what to fucking do with it.
No.
But the thing about it is that it's not the most non-controversial, because you got controversy. I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Who the baby daddy?
Right.
They say that, but camp hasn't even started yet, bro.
Yeah.
Talking all this shit about AJ, but who's the baby daddy?
Who's the baby daddy? Where's the DNA?
Say what you want, all this other shit or anything like that, but let's put that part of the rumor to rest or whatever, and y'all still ain't said shit.
No, Leo, they talking about it, but they're saying that because the report came out that he had the early, stages of
CTE. Yeah, you're right.
We want to talk about CTE, but listen, we understand that, right? Let's get down to the
it's all disingenuous to me
about it. Yeah, let's get down to it, right? We know this man had issues with mental health, right? Right. So, what's going to push you over the top with you having mental health than finding out one of your teammates is banging your girlfriend and potentially got her pregnant?
Right.
That's going to trigger you, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to trigger you. And here's how we know. What's his name? Solomon
Thomas whooped his ass.
Solomon Thomas went and beat the brakes off of Grant. He beat the brakes off of Diggs. King DV. He beat Diggs so bad. Remember Diggs missed like 3-4 games last year?
Yeah.
Thomas beat the brakes off Diggs so bad they iced him down. It wasn't because of an injury. It was because Solomon Thomas beat the brakes off that boy, and they didn't want to
stomp him out.
Martin after he got beat up by Tommy.
Are you talking about Stephon? Stephon Diggs?
No.
Trayvon. Okay, his brother.
Trayvon was banging.
Dude, he was banging.
Marshawn Lynch.
Oh man,
Solomon Thomas found out and went and beat the brakes off of Diggs so bad they put Diggs on ice so he don't go out there looking crazy. So you're talking about locker room. The stuff we're talking about that leaked out happened 3 years ago.
Yeah, they're keying about this AJ thing, and it's like hypocrisy
crazy.
at its finest, bro. That's all that is.
Yeah, but y'all heard about.
We're winning Super Bowls with all this drama. These fools can't even make the fucking playoffs.
They bring it up. They know if they bring it up, they're getting blackballed, bro. That's the thing. Any reporter, anybody brings that up, they're getting blackballed by Jerry. That's why nobody talked about it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because 105 there in Dallas, when they tried to question what he was doing, he said, "I'll find someone else to question me." Don't be questioning. That's what Jerry's about.
They know what happens out there. That's the type of power he has.
Jerry Vicious.
Yeah,
and they had a lot of stuff that Dak does out here too. They had a lot of stuff that he does.
He's banging these strippers and all that.
We know he'd be free.
Well, even 2 years ago, that year we won. That year after we went to the Super Bowl, Dak Prescott had a whole case on him, bro.
Hey, but you know what? You know what Dallas fans will say, because I've heard it. I don't care what Dak does off the field, so as long as he wins on the field. That's the
he's
shit.
not either.
That's the shit you hear them fucking saying. Like that's what you. But AJ, Kiki and this, Kiki and that. But I don't care what he does off the field.
Hey, Rob, you know who said that?
Yeah, some sweet old lady who.
Some sweet old lady said that.
Yes, sir. I heard it. I heard it.
I was like, what?
Right.
Who is it? Halle Pierce?
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
I don't care. You can catch my Halle Pierce. I don't care what he does off the field, so as long as he wins on the field.
That's
Halle Pierce.
That's crazy work.
And she calls me a misogynist. And she calls me a misogynist. You see what I'm saying?
Hypocrisy at its finest, bro.
Hypocrisy, man. Like, it's crazy.
Come on, man. Come on, man. There's something wrong with these people, for real. Something ain't right with these people.
See, that's the thing.
When you want to win so bad. When you want to win so bad.
Thirsty for validation, bro. They want to win at all costs.
Now, you know what? You know, I think is
I'm gonna get her Tanya Harding jersey. Dallas Cowboy Tanya Harding jersey.
I'm looking at the Giants, guys, and I'm looking at the Giants, and I'll just say this: they have a solid defense. Their defense is better than
like that. No,
front seven.
Okay,
I was about to say, I don't know about that secondary.
Yeah, their first seven is, and they added Arvell Reese. I like that, right? I like that.
Yeah, but Malik may not play. Did you see?
He won't be ready.
He
won't be ready until like week 6 or so.
I got you. But do you need Malik Neighbors against that Dallas secondary? Do you really need Malik Neighbors?
No.
Against a Kobe Durant?
Like
a what's his Ravel?
But here's the thing.
Wow,
here's what I'm saying.
Elite.
Malik Neighbors being ready by October may actually be the very, very best case scenario. People don't realize how bad his injury actually really is.
Well, that tight end might end up cooking Dallas.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm saying.
Yeah, Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, dude come from Buffalo.
Yeah. That's a smart move by now.
Yeah,
that was a smart move.
Dallas could lose that game.
Dallas can lose a game.
We'll
in fact, if you recall a couple live streams ago on here, I said that. I said Dallas, they're not fucking losing to New York week 1.
Yeah, listen.
Look, we are all susceptible. If there's a game to steal, it's the first game.
It's the first 2 games.
Yep. If you're going to steal some games from a team and everything like that, it'd be them. And Rob, you're 1,000% right. You know what I'm saying? It could be. It'd be funny as hell, but I wouldn't be surprised if they actually lost to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, as far as us and Washington up.
But they got is Cam Scatterby coming back? Or is he still injured?
Yeah, he's ready.
He got the
he's ready.
He got the helmet to hair now.
Like, he got the condom on his head.
Yeah. You look like a real dickhead.
He got the helmet in here.
So look. You gotta think about it. Like, you know, Dak Prescott has to deal with that front seven from the Giants, but he also has to deal with a DT that just got paid in Jordan Davis, and also somebody that's looking to get paid in Jalen Carter. If he's the Jalen Carter that we all expect to show up, then the stunt over there on the left side with Jonathan Grenard, it's going to be deadly over there.
And then you got Nolan Smith playing for a bag too on the other side.
Nolan Smith will be cooking against Steele anyway, because Steele can't pass block for shit.
Nolan Smith going to have to choose his side, because if you're on that same side that you were on in your recent years, that left side,
and he'll be going with Guyton. Yeah, he'll be going against Guyton.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
So you got to pick your side. You got to know where you're going to go, because this guy's getting paid in Grenard, and then a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's up against Jilix Hunt, who's also in Las Vegas right now." With the rookie that we just got, he's at the camp.
Yeah, they're doing the
SAC camp or whatever like that.
Yeah. The defensive end.
He out there with Von Miller now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The future
Oh,
Dallas
you mean the next
How old
D-Law in
is
Dallas?
Bernard?
Because someone just put a video out saying that. Now Von Miller could be the next D-Law.
They stuff.
No, he
Did you
can't.
see that shit?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
I seen it.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he
Stop
can't.
it.
Listen,
Stop it,
look,
bro. He old as hell.
get some help. Stop. Get some help.
Hey, you saw that though, right? You saw that video?
No, dude, I saw it. I saw it. But King,
You
you
saw Holmes' video.
last year.
Because Logan sent it to me. Did he send it to you?
Yeah, he sent it to me too,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
But look, Dallas has a very good interior offensive line. Their interior line is solid. It's solid.
Yeah, it's all right.
Solid.
Yeah, that's
It's
good.
solid, right? It's Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is top 3 guards in the league. He's a monster, right? BB's good. I like Booker. Booker could take a step back because of his sophomore year or whatever. But their interior is solid. Their tackles, soup sandwich.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you feel like their O-line goes up against our D-line?
I like our O-line. I like our D-line against them. Because
I want to see. I want to see Jalen Carter healthy going against Booker.
Yeah, Jalen Carter healthy.
I got to see. Yeah, healthy because last year his shoulders were bothering him too much.
And he didn't even
Booker got the best of him last year.
What about the Giants D-line?
No. Wait. Scratch all that. Just to piggyback on what Rob A said, and Drew agreed on. I want to see Jalen Carter not dealing with Spitgate.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Spitgate.
Big gate.
Yeah.
Right.
Keep your head in the game.
No, he ain't gonna do that. He's trying to get a
I
contract
think he
now.
learned his lesson, bro.
Yeah, he's trying to get a
he's playing
contract.
for a bag, dog.
He learned from that.
Yeah.
Bro,
that was the only year he could do that.
That got way overblown because who he is. Right. I mean, I think there's a lot of players that throughout a season end up doing something similar like that, but it don't get dragged like it did.
Well, that was the first game of the season.
Yeah, it was.
That's why. So everybody's
watching.
That
stayed the story for a minute.
Yeah, everybody ate off that.
Yeah,
but I think Dallas, their offensive line is going to struggle. They're going to struggle. The tackles.
So the tackles are going to struggle.
Tackles are going to struggle because look, Tyler Guyton, man. If he don't click this year, man, he a bust. I don't think he's going to click. The dude he only played like 8 games in college.
Who's
that?
Drew, remember they were talking him up like he was going to be something.
Yeah, he only played 13 games, and it was that right back.
Yeah, he just started playing football.
Right.
And the other kid who they have on the other side, what's his name, Rob? Still.
Yeah.
Still is not it, bro.
Yeah, Terrence Still is.
Tackles a problem, man.
They're liabilities for sure.
Well,
they might get Dak smashed.
Well, their offensive line is going against a lot of good defenses this year, so we're gonna see.
Exactly. That's exactly the problem. Is
that's what I'm saying.
Dak don't do good against teams over 500 as it is anyway.
Exactly. That's why I said the O line looks good, but do they look good up against those top defensive teams?
Right.
That's where the question is.
And Washington's defensive line ain't no slouch either. They got some players. They got some ballers on Washington on that line, bro. They're not as deep or as talented, but they got some players. They got some ballers on there.
Well, their real test, I think, is going to be in week 3 when they bang against Baltimore. And they have to get run over for probably about $150 when King Henry stomps their ass out.
He gonna put Overshown in his back pocket and like, come on, son.
Yeah, he gonna fumble twice though.
I hope not.
I
hope not.
No, we don't play them.
No, we don't play. No. We don't play Baltimore.
So Dallas is the only ones that got to play them this year.
Yeah,
I think we play the Steelers instead.
Yeah,
because the Steelers went to the playoffs last year.
Oh, that's easy.
Leo, King Henry don't want to see Coop.
Right,
Exactly.
I know.
Put him on his pocket.
Right. Especially looking at Diesel as he looking now. Shit, he look like he been working out with BD.
Right.
Hey, he might hurt.
Who's looking like the Terminator, bro?
Yeah, and yeah. Have y'all seen what Travis Hunter looks like now?
Yeah, he bulked up too. Yeah.
So
I heard some shit about Travis Hunter, boy.
So what is he playing,
roids, man?
Is he playing receiver or corner? What is he
still
doing? He's still doing both.
Corner. No, they don't. I don't think they stopped playing him at wide receiver
no more.
No more receiver.
Corner, man. Yeah,
nah.
corner, man. Stick to corner, bro.
Yeah, stay at corner.
Yeah, just stay at corner.
Do y'all feel like if he sticks with corner, he can be top 10 cornerback?
Yeah.
He has the talent.
Hell yeah.
Because
Yeah,
at
he
this
has the
point,
talent.
he's
got good makeup speed, man. Because I
So
watched
who would
him
he
here.
knock off the top 10 then?
He fast, man.
You talking about after this year? At the end of this year?
Yeah, like we know who the top 10, they gave the ranking of top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Who do y'all feel like he'll knock off then?
McDuffie.
Yeah, McDuffie.
Ooh,
I don't
okay.
think McDuffie should even been in the top 10 this year, though.
McDuffie got cooked. He always get cooked.
Yeah,
by
he
us,
was
bro.
getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was. I don't think he should have been top 10.
I think Q should have been higher. I think that Coop
Yep.
should have been higher.
He should have been 3.
Yeah,
I got him at 3 just behind Surtain and Stingley.
Yep, I think he should have been 3, and Coop should have been in Q's place.
Right, yeah. Coop should have been higher, and I think Q should have been at 3. I mean, I like Stingley. Stingley's a dog, and Surtain's the best in the league.
Yeah,
I said about 3 and 4.
Why do y'all think they only put Quignon at 6? Is it the interceptions?
Yeah, it's
the interceptions.
No, you can't say that. Pat Surtain only had 1.
They said
Pat Surtain only had 1, so you can't even make that excuse. I don't want to hear that.
Right, Art, because that was my argument on my channel. I said up there and said that he only had 1, whereas though that they both had similar total tackles, but he had 1, and who didn't have no interceptions
until the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah,
but
he only does it when it matters.
My whole thing is that he's not ranked number 1, but our guy's ranked number 6. It's crazy to me. I said about 3 or 4.
What I'm saying, right.
Robbie, I said about 3 or 4
he
should have been. I said that Coop should have been like 7.
Yeah.
The latest is 4. Yeah, the latest.
Now, let me ask you a question. Where did Tariq Woolen land on this list?
I think it'd be top 15.
That's what I'm saying. He should.
I think he'll be top 15. Same thing with Ajomo. I think Ajomo's top 15.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is that it's politics. Drew, the answer to your question is politics as usual. Think about it. When they started, because he didn't start the whole year. So when the starter went down and he started to big up his play. And then the starter came back. Think about it. We was talking about in the late playoffs and all that. We was talking about Josh Jobe. We had him.
We had Josh Jobe.
Right? Yeah, we drafted him.
Right. So what I'm saying is they're not going to have him in there just because of the politics of it. Not because of the play, it's the politics.
I agree. Mm-hmm. I think he'll be top 15 this year.
Tariq Woolen?
Yeah,
he would need to be. Think about it.
I think under Vic Fangio, he's going to elevate him.
We paid him. We paid him a lot of money. To be a 1-year rental. At least.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Hey, he's been
but he's going to be working after that bullshit of Dory Jackson shit last year.
Yep.
You know, that two fool's getting thrown on all the damn time. You know, and I think that's what hurt Q last year too, is the fact that Dory got so much attention, balls weren't going Q's way, so it was kind of hard to gauge where he should have been ranked because there was no attention.
That is true.
That's like
I don't give a damn.
D'Angelo saying
I don't give a damn.
He's sticky, he just can't catch.
I don't give a damn how good down the stretch Adoree Jackson was playing off of help, secondary help, and all that. Adoree Jackson and Kelly Ringo will always be on my bad list because of that game, that first game against the Giants. Man, we was playing against third stringers, and they were just like cooking us.
They were so out of position, man. They looked like Dallas was secondary in that Green Bay game in the playoffs.
That was terrible.
That was horrible. That was horrible. That wasn't Eagles football,
man. And they was trash.
Yeah, that was terrible.
We were really hoping on Jacorian Bennett to do something, honestly.
Right.
And
they never gave him a chance, though.
He's a walking flag. He's a walking. No. He's a walking flag.
Yeah,
he was. There was a lot of laundry on the field when he was out there.
Yeah, he's real handsy. Well, this is his. Hey,
look, but Reek was a good move, and us paying what we paid him, I think is going to be a good investment because now we don't have an Adoree Jackson problem.
Nope.
I like that Tariq Woolen move because I think Vic is going to elevate him. I think Vic Fangio is going to actually use him how he needs to be used. So
agree, Warren. Yeah, I think he's going to get Reek paid is what he's going to do. So after this upcoming season, Reek's going to go another team and get paid.
I feel like that's what we're gonna end up doing. Just on that other side with the cornerbacks, we're just gonna have a rotation of free agents there because we got to keep Coop and we have to keep Quinion.
Right.
So if we got to pay him, we got to keep a rotation.
Well, to be honest with you, depending on like how deep our run is in the playoff with that first round pick, you know, if it's 30, 30, 31, 32, hopefully 32, then depending on how, like, you know, the depth of corners that are coming out, I can see them drafting the corner.
Hey, I'm with you there. Yeah, grab another corner. Why not?
You know what I mean?
I think we need to draft a corner and an offensive lineman this upcoming
year. No, that's a fact.
Our linemen are getting old.
They are, bro. They are
getting old.
Hey, some of them are on their last leg, bro.
Old lineman, because if you get a decent corner, you got him for 5 years. So you can let that you can let it rock the contract with Cooper and with Q before you pay the new kid if he pans out. You don't have to pay him for 3-4 years.
Well, if this was Lane's last year, we're gonna
people on defense. So
no, you're right.
Core on defense, like
you're
at
right.
this point,
we
just need to focus on offense. Yeah, I want us to get a good wide receiver on offense this upcoming draft because I don't think Malik. I like Lemon, or I'm trying to grow on Lemon, but we need another wide receiver because I don't think that Malik is that guy right now, and I don't think we got Hollywood Brown for 1 year, and how long we got Wicks for?
I think
2-3 years.
I think it's 2 years.
Yeah, we got him for 2. So bring in another wide receiver, bro. Just a young wide receiver that can do something.
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, bro. If we do that,
you have to give up everything you got though to get that though.
That boy's a dog.
Well, we got 2 first-round picks, so
yeah, you'll have to give both those up and probably like a second.
Hey, but if you watch tape on Dontario Wick, he got a nasty first step.
Oh man,
no, Wicks is good. He's good.
You watch him. Watch his work. His first step is nasty.
Yeah,
it's nasty. He do good work. He's a great route runner. It's just his hands. He gotta. If he get those hands right, they gonna be a problem, man.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah,
because I'm looking through these. I've been looking through these chats. I'm looking at Anthony and Nat.
God.
Hey, guys, you know what I'm saying? The direction in which y'all back and forth is going to get my channel flagged. You know what I'm saying? Like what y'all, the way y'all talking, like I don't know what's going on between the two of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it runs along like these channels get scrubbed for this type of stuff because it's not supposed to be in there. When I publish this live, you know what I'm saying? The kind of conversation you two are engaging in can't be had on here. I had to go back, you know what I'm saying? All right, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all now you gotta go, you know what I'm saying? No, you good. Just like it's I don't know what's up with y'all too.
It's just football, bro. It's just fucking football.
But if they scrub my channel and they see that this was going on and I didn't address it, it's gonna fuck with me. So that's all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Anthony, go ahead, bro. I'll see you on Tuesday. You know, you can come back here on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? You two Nad that way. And I'm not telling you to leave just yet. I'm just saying, you know, now that Anthony's gone, take a bit chill out. Yeah. I just had to, like, the reason why I was so quiet because I had to scroll. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck did he just say? And I had to go back and read and I'm like, who's he talking to? And that's when I realized.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out who in the hell was going back and forth. I knew, you know, they were, but I didn't know who it was. I would have.
Me neither. It took me a minute to figure out, and then I saw it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sorry for being so late, but again, you know, appreciate you, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Say what?
What is happening?
Yeah, I mean, it is just football, but you know.
Relax, guys. Relax.
Fucking YouTube, and this is just football, man.
Yeah. Football, man.
Yeah. And we're family here, man. We could agree to disagree and not have to go to blows.
We know what Nad is about. We know what Nad is.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, Logan said, I do nothing.
I'm more scared of Logan than Nad and Anthony put together.
Don't play with Logan,
It's
man.
those crazy ones you got to worry about. Logan,
Logan hop in that Mustang and come at you, boy. You gotta look out, man.
Run your ass over. Old Mustang
Yeah,
Logan will fuck you up.
Yeah, Logan come with that Mustang. Look out, man. Hop in that Shelby Cobra.
I get what it is. Anthony don't like the way Nad talks about Jalen Hurts and the team. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, Anthony, it's cool, man. That's the point of the bird section. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that you can say whatever you want. Just don't be surprised when someone says something back. You know what I'm saying? Which is what you're doing. It's just that what you're saying
Bruce
back.
Banner, shut up, fool. You're dumb, dude.
Yeah.
Bruce is crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Bruce Banner, shut up, fool.
You know, I ain't gonna tell him. I ain't gonna.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't believe you said that shit, Bruce.
Come on, Bruce.
Bruce is crazy.
Oh, man, you got me in tears over here, Bruce. You stupid fool.
That's
oh, man.
Hey, Bruce is stupid, man.
Nah,
come on, man. He's up.
Me.
He's up.
He came at my neck, so I'm on that. I got you, bro. But
it's only typing, bro. It's only typing.
It's not
typing. You're typing words, bro.
Yeah, Twitter fingers. Come on, man.
Yeah, you're typing words. You're not.
Yeah, come on.
And again, it's once you start threatening violence, because that's what you're doing.
That's gonna flag
that's going to get me flagged. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't be like, fuck that. No. Ain't no
Yeah.
When you are communicating violence on a channel, that's going to get me flagged. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't telling you don't feel the way that you feel or anything like that. I'm just telling you, mind the way you are communicating those feelings, because you're doing it in such a way that violates the community code standard. When I publish this stuff on YouTube and everything like that, I got checkbox that I got to hit that says that this won't be happening. And if it's
probably gonna have to remove it, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to give him a shot. I don't do that. My people face FBI intelligence. I will find this thing on God. Tell them don't disrespect me. No. Don't do that.
Yeah, Anthony.
I'm trying to give you.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a Friday night, bro. We talking about football. It's a Friday night in the summer.
Hey,
We're
speaking of Friday night, guys, Warren, Leo, Drew, I'm hungry as fuck, man. I got to drop. I'm going to go get some food, bro.
Go get some, bro.
Hey, Rob, before you go, bro, hey, man, salute to you, bro, on how you handled yourself and handled those guys, man. That was epic. You handled your business, man. Salute.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I had to represent the bird section, some Eagles Collective, all my bird family. These fools were just delusional as fuck, and I just couldn't take it anymore, man. I just had to let them know.
Appreciate it, Rob.
Yeah.
Yes,
my God.
It's crazy, Rob. Sometimes you just gotta let them talk, but then when it gets a little too out of hand,
it gets too much. It gets too much. Yeah.
All right.
Exactly,
Put the toy down. Put the toy down.
Exactly. Man. I'm telling you, these delusional, man. They're just
all right. Now I gotta take it away from you.
Exactly. Those fucking all those Jags on that defense, bro. They just had to be reminded.
Bro,
but the crazy thing about all that is out here, Cowboy fans are not talking like this. They are not talking. To be 100% real with y'all, they're going into this season a lot like how we're going into this season as Eagle fans.
Okay.
Let's just see what happens.
Like
let's
1980.
just see. Yeah, let's just see. Like let's not get overhyped. Let's not grant him something. Let's not give him or crown him somebody that's on a Mitchell and S jersey right now. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. But
I mean, that makes sense.
I guess it's content. So.
Yes, sir, man. I had them it was like fucking crickets after that. They're just
they shut the show down. They shut it down.
Yeah, man.
All right, I got
you.
Was
a wrap.
I got you, Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Anthony, man, Rob,
thanks
again. Hey, man, thanks for having me. You guys have a great night.
Peace out, Rob.
Peace out, brother. Hey, Anthony. At the end of the day, bro, you're a winner.
Okay.
Anthony, you're a winner, bro.
I thought when y'all were saying Anthony, y'all was talking about Anthony Perry. I was like, wait, what?
No,
I had to zoom in to see.
no.
I was like,
No.
oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, it's
Yeah,
Anthony.
Anthony,
Jet,
relax,
Yeah.
You're a
Nats.
winner.
No.
Nat ain't won nothing since he was in his daddy's sack, bro. Come on. You're a winner, bro. You
One
just
thing we
won
learned about
back-to-back
Hurts too,
champions.
we don't need to defend Hurts, bro.
We don't
Hurts,
need
Oh,
to
wait a minute.
defend
That's
him.
right. Nat is young, ain't he?
Yeah,
He's
young.
a youngin', right?
Yeah.
Him and
You
SGA
ask-
friends, aren't they?
So they've never.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
think
never
they
actually
roommates.
seen. So he's never actually seen the 49ers win a Super
I don't
He
think
said
ever-
roommate.
Hey,
Yeah, I think him and SGA are
Leo,
roommates.
most people haven't. Shit, that shit was like, what, 35 years ago?
Yeah, it's longer than the Cowboys.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's been longer than Dallas.
Yeah, they haven't.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
They've
It's been
to
a
the-
long,
but they've been to the Super Bowl.
They've been
coming.
and they
in
choked
30
it
Oh,
off.
years. That's why I
God.
Already
stopped
been
saying.
and choked. So they got.
Yes, that's why
Them
it's
and
not the
Dallas
same.
have that in common. They're chokers. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
Anthony,
what is-
relax. You're a
What is
champion, bro.
Dallas's? What is
Their
Dallas's?
time was in the 80s, bro. It was the 80s and early 90s. That was their era. That was it. They
I was
had
there.
it.
Yeah,
Like that, they had it at that point.
they had their
I
right.
think they just need to understand that this is just our time right now.
Yeah,
That's it. I'm sorry you weren't born then. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry, man.
Like,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
sorry.
bro. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
your
but
dad
at the
didn't
end of the
get
day,
started.
you gotta just we got anointed right now. It's
Yeah,
our time.
hey, Anthony, it's your time, bro. You're a
Yeah.
champion, back-to-back division champion. You won a Super Bowl. Nad can't say that. Nad probably wasn't even. He probably wasn't even on his mom's tit when they won the Super Bowl last time. So come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but see, Anthony. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Anthony. What you got to understand is that the way you are reacting to Nad's trolling and everything like that is what is I can't have that because it takes me from being on the bird section. That's the whole point. The whole point is for people to be able to talk slick or what have you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when their team wins, you know what I'm saying, or is losing, they also got to stay in here and take that. We did it all last year. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to be able to come here. You hear how Marcus is, you know what I'm saying? You hear how these guys are. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. It's the shit talking. It's the being able to speak freely, but respectable to
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Don't get baited like Jalen Carter did.
Yeah,
bro.
they trying to
Don't get baited. Don't get that's
You know
all
what I'm
that's happening right now.
Right now, it's just the off season. Everybody's playing.
Yeah, everybody's wound
We
up
are
tight.
18 days away from training camp. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole point. That's what makes the bird section so much fun. And also, Anthony, it is the reason why I don't have not one mod. Nobody on my channel. Nobody.
No mods.
Drew.
Everybody
Warren,
speaks freely.
Nobody has a mod. Nobody can, because I don't want anybody. I wanted to be the only person who can silence somebody.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because moderators have I've been on other channels where moderators have a way of getting in their feelings and muting
blocking
people
people.
and blocking people. And
They
I don't
do it
want-
off emotions, not logic.
Yeah, they do it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And
can
so-
we highlight Nad's last comment? Anthony, can we highlight Nad's last comment? No, not that one. The one where he said he never seen one.
Not that one.
The one he said he ain't never seen
He
one.
said not that one.
Where's that one at? He ain't never seen one. My bad. I thought that
Wait a
was his
minute.
last one. He said, I ain't never seen. Yeah, I can admit, I ain't never seen one. There it is. Anthony.
I can admit I've never seen one, but we still got 5 to show for it.
That's cool, but if you ain't seen it, it don't matter, bro.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
That sound like Wade Walker.
It's an effect that it gives you.
You just like walk away.
Yeah.
It's an effect that it gives you when it happened. It's an effect that it gives you. Like when we live, like I hate to bring up something bad that happened, but there's a feeling that it gives you and gives the people around you when those things happen, whether good or bad. The fact that you didn't experience that,
what's up,
it don't matter.
Yeah, you sound more like a bandwagon jumper.
Yeah, exactly. So see, Nad, him and SGA roommates cutting each other's toenails. They don't know how they don't know
Cutting each other's hair, giving each other haircuts,
combing each other's hair, braiding each other.
Yeah.
They don't
watching
know
Love Island together.
Yeah, sharing the baby oil. you know, the
The baby
Vaseline.
oil.
They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about winning. This is, you
Y'all
gotta
wildin',
look
man.
past
Y'all
this.
wild.
Drew
This
said
guy's
using the same
sad.
toothbrush.
You know,
Oh, God.
if I ask Logan Motorsports, how many championships have you seen? He can tell you, I've seen 2 of them bad boys.
Well, not even that, Drew. What did it feel like at the parade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can ask him. You know what I'm saying?
What did it feel like at the parade? Oh, it was cold that day, but hey,
Oh,
I
man.
was so throwed
Did
off.
they even throw parades in the 90s? I don't think they did, if you want to see.
Oh, they
the one.
did. They did. They did.
Oh, and
they
San
did.
Okay,
Fran,
okay,
it was
okay.
probably
When
mixed in. It was probably mixed in with a gay pride parade. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
I was there
You
for
know,
that.
all of that. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I was
Yeah.
there for Julius Irvin's parade.
Oh,
Dr.
man.
J retired. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Remember that?
bro, Cowboys were so loyal to like Cowboy fans were so loyal at that time. When Jerry Jones fired their head coach that won them those 2 Super Bowls, they had a parade for that coach.
Yep.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, no.
No, you
When
talking about
no,
what's his
when
name? With the hat. What's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Landry. Yeah.
Tom
yeah,
Landry.
they had a parade for Tom Landry, bro.
Yeah.
When
Like, the
Jerry
fans
Jones
was
fired
pissed.
him.
Yeah.
The fans was pissed. They hated that. If you watch the documentary, they hated Jerry for doing that.
Yeah.
They hated Jerry for doing that. So
But
Anthony, relax, bro. Don't, Nad is harmless. Nad is harmless.
should we throw a parade for Nick if we win 2 more Super Bowls with him?
Nah. Nah.
I'd look at moving on from him.
No.
You'll move on from Nick?
Nah.
No, I'm just playing.
I think Nick is, when you really think about it, fellas,
Hey,
the way that
he
if
went
it wasn't
2
for
more?
Jalen Hurts and if it wasn't for Nick, we probably would have crashed and burned with all that drama going on. Keeping the main thing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
can't be great without the greatness of others and the culture and all that stuff, bro. Like, we probably wouldn't have won that Super Bowl if it wasn't for Nick and Jalen.
Because remember, they tried to put the whole thing on Jalen Hurts, so he could have easily came out and be like, "Nah, man, AJ got all this freak stuff going down," and that would have just destroyed the whole thing. Because then it would have been AJ and nuclear.
But remember, too, he had that opportunity. They had the opportunity to do that because that's when BG was talking all that. He accidentally exposed some stuff. When BG accidentally did that, that was that same
He
year.
had the opportunity to change it up, but he chose to be like, "Man, we're just going to keep focusing on the next game."
I truly think that Jalen Hurts is somebody that when he's going through something, bro, no matter how old he is, he calls his pops.
Oh yeah.
He calls his pops for
Yeah, I would
advice
if
on
he was
how to
my
move.
pops. Hell
Yeah, on how to move on certain
Absolutely.
situations. Like that's
Yeah.
like I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's how he moves. Like when stuff like that goes on, and sometimes it just let it'll all go away. Just
Hey,
show
his
him.
pops
Just prove it.
retired. He just retired too, so he about to be around.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, just to retire. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I'm just saying, like, also look at the people that pour into him. Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
Michael Jordan is his mentor now.
there
You know
can't be anybody better, literally.
Yeah, but I feel like he goes to Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, and all of them because he's like, all right, I've gotten to that mountain. What do I do to stay on top? You feel me?
Right.
Like, how do I stay on top? But I feel like when it's
that's another mountain, right?
yeah, like I feel like when there's controversy and stuff like that, I feel like his parents is his best support system at the end of the day.
And his sister. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's close to his mom's too, bro.
Yeah.
Like
very close to his mom.
Oh man,
there was a time his mom's it was during the season. Jalen pulled up just to surprise a fan, bro, for his mom's.
Didn't he go to a prom or something like that?
I don't think he went to the prom.
Yeah, I think he visited a kid at their prom because or something like that. I can't remember.
Like a send off or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
But you know what? Like, look, Jalen. This is why I didn't believe the whole crap when they were saying like, Jalen is uncoachable.
A woman? Yeah.
Doesn't listen to coaches. Like the dude's dad is a coach. You expect me to believe this man doesn't listen to a coach? Like, come on, bro.
I don't think he's not going to listen to any coach.
Push back. I believe he'll push back. Like, I'm sure he gave Kevin Patullo pushback. You know what I'm saying? But not to listen just like be outright defiant, like I'm not going to do it. I don't see that in Jalen.
But
You know
I
what I
do
mean?
feel like even though they said that issues with Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, I do think when they went off the radar and they did their own thing, I think him and AJ, that's when they probably got together and they're like, "Yo, let's just do this instead. We're
Yeah,
gonna run this play instead." Like that's one thing I do feel like they did do together.
for sure.
But it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck without AJ Brown, bro. But I truly think like I know everybody's talking about Wicks. I'm looking at Hollywood Brown. I think Hollywood Brown's gonna turn up. This
Especially in the
like
middle of the field, Warren.
Yeah.
Middle of the field.
the
Yeah.
middle of the field, bro. The deep ball, like everybody say he's not fast anymore, but
No,
he's in the
he's fast.
NFL, bro. He's fast. He's
And
fast.
and Lemon has game speed. He's not like Hollywood Brown fast, but I was just watching some tape on him, college tape, and you know what I like about Lemon is that he will go get the football. Like you're not gonna see many like body catches with him.
Man.
He goes and gets the football. Like
Yeah,
he'll get
he
something,
kind of
yeah,
catches like Devontae a little bit. Like he'll put his
exactly.
body on the line to
Yeah,
catch it.
Yeah.
Like he puts his body on the line. So that's one good thing.
Like
Like I
he's
said,
reckless abandonment.
yeah, like we got weapons. It's just
Oh yeah.
are we going to be able to use them the right way? That's it. That's all it is at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Like I just want to see them utilized, bro. Like
yeah. I think so.
it's definitely going to look different, but I'm just ready for the season to start, bro. We can talk to the cows come home, but damn, I'm ready for the season to start, bro.
you said that's why. But I still feel like this has been the fastest off season ever.
Yeah, because we doing things like this, bro. We doing
Yeah.
things like this. This what makes it go by fast.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be more enjoyable once the season starts too.
Yeah. Well, look, y'all, it's 12 o'clock here, midnight, you know what I'm saying, on a Friday night. And we got a bunch of people in the chat. So please, y'all, I'm about to shut this down. You know what I'm saying? I think we've gone good. I think this has been a good amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know, and I want to start with Art. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you give us your last word, big dog? And listen, before y'all leave, on your way out the door, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for your boys. And go on over to the Eagles Collective Podcast, King TV Sports, and to Eagles Drew. I'm sorry, y'all. You know what it is. And make sure y'all sub up and make sure y'all hit the like button over there for those guys too. We got to get our watch hours up. We got to get our our subs up. We're gonna be doing a lot of things. And also, hey y'all, listen, y'all do realize like I'm excited, like you guys with your channels have me more excited about this upcoming season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Things that we could do. It's because I think our channel memberships are going to go up once the season starts.
Oh, definitely.
I'm close to 100 already, man.
Yeah. So Art, go ahead, give me your final word, bro. Take this out.
Man, at the end of the day, I think the expectations over here are so much more different than some of the competition that they're expecting playoffs. We're expecting at minimum NFC championship, or it's going to be another season we messed up. Not because we're like hungry fans that are just like desperate for wins and we don't care about nothing else. We just know that the team we got right now has the opportunity of winning multiple Super Bowls, and we don't want to look back in 10 years and be like, oh man, that team, they could have won 3 or 4. We want to look back and be like, man, that team won 3 or 4. You see what I'm saying?
Sir.
So that's the difference with that. And I think this reminds me of that coming into that 24 season where everybody is bulking up. Everybody's looking at it like, man, last year was a bad look. And a lot of them are going in just like going into 24 needing that money. So, and you know what happens in those years that you're going to get most people's best ball. Now, sometimes afterwards,
Uh-oh. Did we lose Art?
Yeah.
On defense, couple of them do that on offense. We're good to go.
Okay, that works. Don't say that, y'all. Drew, go ahead, man. Give us your last word, bro.
Yeah, you know what? To piggyback on what Art said, I know last year one of my biggest disappointments was that I felt like the Eagles that team underachieved. You know, I think that last year was a golden opportunity for the Eagles to go back to back. I think if we had like a somewhat decent running game, I think we could have won the Super Bowl again. And I know I felt disappointed. So I know if I feel disappointed, I can only imagine how that team feels right now, especially the leadership that is in there. Jalen, Barkley, Johnson, Mulata, Davis, Bond. I know that now that the distractions are gone, I'm excited and I'm looking forward to seeing how this team develops. Going into year 3 with Vic Fangio, with some of the veterans and the young players, I think they're going to hit their stride. And like Warren was saying, Woolen, I think this defense is going to be shut down. It's going to be good. And I think, I'm expecting the offense to struggle, just a little bit before they can get their feet under them. But if the defense can hold them down, because you don't score points on the Eagles. You don't. We average like 19 points a game. So I'm really excited about this year. And I think, I'm expecting big things for us. Super Bowl. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Warren. You get the last one.
Warren, talk to us.
No, I'm kind of right where y'all are, bro. I think I'm ready for the season to start. I'm ready for all this shenanigans, bro, that we be hearing from all these different fan bases talking about this and talking about that. I've came to conclusion that last year just wasn't our year. It wasn't our year. It wasn't it just wasn't our time. It needed to be time for other teams to start coming out. It was time for certain defensive coordinators, offensive coordinators, head coaches to get exposed and make those changes. So I definitely feel like it just wasn't our year. But I think taking away a negative and bringing in positivity into the team with the players that we have now, I think we're destined to go far, bro. And I don't expect it to look perfect in the beginning. I expect some hiccups. I expect some wrinkles. I expect some mistakes. But I think as we get closer and closer, and as we get into the season, we're going to start seeing this team look like the team it needs to be. I think at the end of the day, this is probably going to be a upgraded version of the 2021 season. Like it's going to be a more mature, profound, it's going to look a lot cleaner cuz remember the receivers that we had that 2021 season. Like we had some dogs, but we didn't get them where we needed them to be. Jalen was still new. Like he was trying to get his feet wet,
Well,
but
he only played 4 games that season.
no, 2021.
That was his first season as a full starter.
Yeah, that's what Nick Sirianni and all that. So now we getting back to it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to be a more mature version of that going into this season. So I'm ready
That's
for
right,
it.
because Doug drafted him.
Yep.
Yeah, Doug. Yeah, that was the COVID year they drafted him.
The year that when Doug drafted him, that was also he got fired that following year.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I remember now. Okay.
but yeah, it's gonna look. That's what I think it's gonna look like at the end of the day.
I agree.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Agreed.
Saying, look, y'all. I'm excited about we're 18 days away from the start of training camp. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have so much to be excited about. You know, the things that we're going to see, this newness of this offense. You know, the the way things are going in terms of positioning, we're not as bad off as there are some out there who would want you to think. You know what I'm saying? And so, that being said, we have a luxury. We have a bit of a luxury with the GM that we have, because there's something to be said when you're a fan base that has a supreme confidence in your GM. You know what I'm saying? That's what the envy is for. Having a supreme confidence in a GM and front office who is constantly looking to get better and constantly thinking about things and ways in which they can make this team not just be good for this year, but for multiple years. You know what I'm saying? And to Fels' point, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fels. You know what I'm saying? To Fels' point, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, on paper it may have looked like a 1-year turnaround, but this took some years of developing and bringing in talent. And then getting the right one, which was Vic Fangio, who knew who Vic, Sean Mannion has the potential to have the same kind of effect on our offense, you know what I'm saying, as what for year one, as what Vic Fangio had in his first year as the full-time defensive coordinator. Again, he took us from 30-something to 1. That, you know what I'm saying? And you don't have that unless you got talent, you know what I'm saying? So there is what I'm looking forward to, is seeing how our talent is going, all our assets and resources, how they're being identified and properly and strategically deployed. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I will say, come back here on Tuesday, you know what I'm saying, for our channel members call in, you know what I'm saying? And then also keep an eye out between now and Tuesday, because I'll probably be going live a few times this weekend just to talk some things and dump on y'all as best I can. All right. So with that, I will say I will see y'all right back here on the bird section. Oh, go birds!
Go birds!
Yeah, I appreciate you having us, Leo.
No doubt.
Play tough and wanna hate this, although show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love